Oh, I don't have no.
Diva the Divine Light.
I'm gonna have to assign mods too. I don't have any. It's taking a second. It usually doesn't do that. Come on. So once this does, it'll say. Maybe. Hello world, welcome, or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Saturday, December 7th, 2019, and we live, baby. I'm here with very, very special guest, Lizzette Martinez.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yes, and you guys can't hear us. I need to give me some bells or something. Let me know if you guys can hear us. Yo, how's everybody feeling tonight? You lit, Ree? What's happening, Nia? Okay, I gotta assign my mods back here now. I'm all naked out here in these YouTube streets. How dare y'all let me be out here naked? All right, what's up, Ceylon, Lola? What's happening,
hey,
Diva?
Beth.
Yo, yada dada. So Lizette's here.
Yeah,
let me let's say hi. Let's see who's in here and give a proper hello. It's been a minute. I miss y'all. And if you miss me too, let me see some bells up in this. Yes. Yo, Rockin' Robin, Diva
the Divine Light.
Yes. J-Man, what's happening? Torella. Okay, you might be new, but hi, welcome. Edwin, my girl Reed, Denise, Chanel Lewis. Yes. Let's see. So we got a lot to talk about.
We definitely do.
You know, what y'all sipping on? What's going on out there? Who's smoking a blunt?
Pass it.
Yo. All right, so okay, so we're already can we talk about Joy's statement? Thank you, I missed you too. Yes, R. Kelly's plea deal. What's popping? I got all my Twitter people in here, my Twitter army. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know we live, please. Let's get everybody up in the building.
Keep R. Kelly down, got a shout out.
Keep R. Kelly down. Yeah. What's up, Ma? So, yes, and my girl Idelia 100 is in the building. Look, Idelia was in a chat, and we're going to talk about it. She was fighting that fight until Team True got over there. But we're going to talk about all of that. Let's see. Nia, are you good with modding by yourself, or do you need some help? Who else wants to be a moderator? I don't know.
Lizzette, they're in person, yes.
Yes, she's here with me. We're side by side. You know, I don't get on camera, but Lizzette, if she want to, do a little, I don't know, Instagram, a little story or something, you feel free to do that, girl.
Okay.
So, yeah, hit the like button, please, if you haven't. And let's definitely get some likes up. And let's get some people in here because Lizzette has some stuff to say. And I feel like I don't want to, we need to give her a proper platform tonight. So,
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
She's amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, JW. Rockin' Robin. Here for justice. Hand me the wrench. Well, who are you? I don't know you, boo. Not like that. Welcome. But if I do know you, give me the name I know. But I need like my people. Diva. I don't know.
Kelly's in the chat.
Who?
Kelly's in the chat. R. Kelly's plea deal.
Oh, no, R. Kelly's plea deal.
Kelly's in the chat. Kelly Rogers?
Oh,
Mrs.
Rogers?
Naomi, hi. Thank you. I support you guys as well. That means so much to me because I get a lot of hate. Well, fuck them.
Okay, we're going to get into that. So, Lizzette, let the people know who, may not know who the fabulous Lizzette Martinez is. Let us know a little bit about who you are and how we know you today.
Okay, well, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm a mother to twins. They're teenagers, a boy and a girl. I was a singer. I was a person who didn't come from you know, the greatest home. We had issues like so many other families do. So, you know, my dreams were very important to me. And I know I was not a fast girl walking around in a mall looking for R. Kelly. As a matter of fact, I was just a girl walking in the mall having fun with my girlfriends. And I was just part of the, you know, the prey for that day. And, you know, things turned into what they turned into. But I went on with my life. A lot of bad things happened to me in that situation. And I just wanted to move on. I did not want to sue him. I knew he had problems.
Let me grab some tissue. All right. Go ahead.
And I definitely did not come out for any money back. Okay? I just want people to understand that. One money back. Like, my life was so much more, like, fulfilling than it is today. I'm sorry to say, okay? I had a great job. My kids were wonderful. I lived in a high-rise apartment. I always held my life together. I never wanted anything from him. And I still don't. So for anyone to think that I went on camera to like get money, $1,000 fucking dollars, what the fuck is that gonna do for me? That's what gets me pissed off. Okay. Is that people think that motherfuckers out here want money. No, we want this motherfucker to fucking say, I'm sorry, and not do it anymore and go to jail. That's it.
Okay, girl. Yes, let them know.
Sorry.
Them know. Look, I'm letting her get this out because, you know, I'm
sorry.
She's good. She's just needing, she got a lot on her chest. She's getting a lot of, you know, she gets a lot of hate and what is it called? Backlash.
I get a lot of backlash. Gloria did not put me up to speaking. I spoke because I heard that there was girls being held against their will and that they couldn't talk to their fucking parents and that they had no fucking life. That's why.
Okay, so this isn't even the interview, y'all. Look. But let me...
Yeah, clear the air because the energy's
Wait, let me get this sage going.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my anger.
No, we're good. No, you're good, girl. You got to get it off your chest. So that's what we're doing. So listen, I know you guys have questions. She's getting hugs, Mrs. Rogers.
I love you too.
Yeah, she's good. We're sitting right here together, and I got her back right here.
Thank you. I want him to say, everybody, we all lying, right? We went to the fucking social media, we found each other, and we concocted these stories. No, that's not how it happened. That's the easiest way. That's the easy way out. Why don't you say, you know what? I've been fucking with people and destroying lives for over 25 years. Hey, maybe I have the problem.
Look, y'all. This guy... do we have to even go into why, you know, he is where he's supposed to be and he's gonna stay where he's at, or even actually get into a, you know, actual prison and not the county or wherever it is he's at? Blake, you're here. I didn't know you were coming, boo. Okay, here you go, babe. Hold on. Okay. All right. So if you're just coming in, we got Lizzette Martinez here.
Hello, everybody.
She's she's a survivor warrior goddess.
Thank you.
With like all of the medals and the accolades that we can give her some love. Because you guys, I feel the love coming through. Can we get some hearts for Lizzette? I think we see them. Let me I'm gonna switch screens because hold on. Just breathe. Yes. All right. I'm just getting something situated real quick, but you know, I really want to make sure everyone knows who we're talking to here, and I want to make sure that she has the opportunity that she deserves to get off what's on her chest and whatever it is she can talk about, because I know there are some things that, you know, you really
I can't talk about everything that's legalese, but I'll talk about how I'm feeling and, you know, what my feelings are toward everyone that's just spewing hate, that they just, their minds, like, they love him so much. Okay, a lot of people love a lot of people, but you know what, when somebody's fucked up, you gonna love them enough to tell them, yo, you're fucked up, or you gonna keep being an enabler?
Exactly. And speaking of enablers, so you know, we were talking about Demetrius Smith. So let me back up. We all know that there was a new indictment added to the RICO Act, to the New York case, right? They included the fraudulent marriage to Aaliyah Halton, R.I.P. Aaliyah, and because of that, a lot of things were on YouTube. There's a certain YouTuber where Demetrius Smith called in because he's the one who said it, I believe, on the series.
That he paid for the identification.
Mm-hmm. And then there was also a bribery, right?
Bribery.
Do you know what do you know? Or is there anything you can tell us about any of this? Demetrius?
All I know is when I met Robert in January 1995 in Aventura, Florida, okay, I met him with Barry Hankerson. Only when I got to Chicago, after I turned 18, is when I started I met Demetrius, and I was having, he was the guy. He was the one that would take care of me. Mm-hmm. When I went to the hospital for certain things, he's the one that would show up. I mean, Robert wouldn't show up. And it was to the point where I was living in hotels, for months. It was either the Nico or the Marriott or the Sofitel. I was moving around like a prostitute, like an escort. And, this is not who I was. This is what I was turned into. My depression's problem that I have started in those hotel rooms, okay? And the good thing I'm going to tell about Demetrius was always a gentleman to me. Demetrius was a person that really loved Robert, okay? I don't have nothing to say about him. I don't know what happened there. All I know is that if you have a bunch of people that's not looking out for you, that's only yesing your fucking ass to death, and then you have someone else that really cares about you and is calling you out on your shit, who they gonna try to get the fuck out of there?
That is so true. Yeah, you got somebody coming in there and then they're shaking shit up. You already feel like you got your program together behind, going on
exactly
here. Right. Okay.
I mean, he was there for him from the beginning. From when Robert used to sing in the train station, the L, all right, to bring money to his mother. Robert had a problem, serious issues with his mother when he lost his mother. He used to cry to me. This is why I felt bad for this guy. Because the guy had problems growing up. But you know what? I had fucking problems too. I had an alcoholic mother. I had a father that wasn't around. But you know what? To this day, I don't hurt people.
Yeah. And that's why, it's important for us, people like us, for him to, get his due for what the things that he's done, the people that he's hurt. You can't just go around hurting people in this world and not have that come back on you. Reaping season. This is the season. And it actually comes around, it comes around. So, if you're not planting those seeds right, plant them. Start planting them now, because where he's at is he designed that by his actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, how long, like I said before in the documentary, how long is this gonna continue? Like, where is it normal in the world that you're 49 years old and you going and bringing some 17-year-old to a hotel? What the fuck is that? R. Kelly, we are that sick in our heads that we're oh, but it's R. Kelly.
Right. There's a lot of people making excuses for him right now.
There's a million people making excuses for him.
Yeah, they
it don't matter. She's a 17-year-old girl, and I was there. I understand what she's going through. I was a person that would defend him to the end. I was a person that thought that shit was normal. That's not normal. No,
it's not normal at all. It's sick. All these things. So, there's a lot of things that we've heard through all of the stories.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of common ground. Can you tell us? I'm curious. She's smiling at me because she knows I'm trying to ask something that I
gotta get my other wine glass.
Here, let me grab that. You talk to the people. Let's see. So tell us some little tidbits that maybe we don't know about him. That maybe because look, you said you still have a certain love, right?
It's not love. It's look, let me explain something to you.
Yes, explain. Please.
When you're a victim at such a young age, it's very hard to be black and white about situations that have to do with that situation. I don't know if you people understand, okay? When you're 17, your mind is not developed. I personally don't feel that my mind developed even after I left that situation. Okay? When I say I care about him for all those years, yes, I did. I never wanted anything bad for him. I didn't know all the shit that he continued to do. I actually thought that, oh my God, it must have been me, because he used to drill in my head, you don't know, you don't listen to me. You're always with your friends. You don't want to do what I tell you. That's your fucking problem. You got too much attitude. No, it was that I was getting tired of him telling me what the fuck to do all the time, and then leaving me on hotels and have people follow me, because they used to follow me even if I went down to the stores by the lake, like Lake Michigan. I couldn't do anything. So exactly, Arrested Development. So I stayed stuck in thinking that it was my fault all this time.
No. But you know better.
And I'm an empath. All y'all motherfuckers that hate me, go read about what an empath is, alright? We blame ourselves. We see the best in even the worst people, because that's just the way it is. Does it change what he did to me? I'm a liar? I don't need to lie. I'm a true fucking victim. I was a little kid. He had no right to turn me into what he turned me into. Period.
She's getting hugs. It's okay. It's okay, girl. You deserve.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I just want to make sure you're okay. You all right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can take a break.
Yeah, I'm going to take a 30-second.
Yeah.
You can, yeah. Because, I really thank you guys for being there for me and listening to me, because I've been holding this shit in for months.
Go ahead, yeah.
And I haven't had no one to, give me a platform to really let loose. These people don't know what they do to me every day with these attacks. I don't deserve this shit.
No, absolutely not. But like I told Lizzette, and a lot of you out there who I've connected with who have been victimized, you have a purpose in this, You have a voice that a lot of people are listening to. You are a proud example of strength and courage. Like I was telling her, to be on that docuseries and have experienced that, and to come forth to help people that you don't know is big. She has a huge heart. She has a great heart. Tell me about that, by the way. Oh, if you're ready.
Thank you. Yeah.
About the docuseries. When you signed up for that, what made you? So
let me tell you something. I got into this documentary series thing because I heard about the girls. I call them kids because to me they're kids. I was a kid. I get them. I know where they are right now in their head. They think that that's the only person that loves them. That's the only person that's going to be there for them. He has this way with women. That's it. That's it. That's the way he is. He has a way with people. He's called a chameleon. Whoever he needs to be in front of one person, that's who he is. Whoever he needs to be in front of another person, that's who he is. That comes from sexual abuse. Because when you're sexually abused as a kid, you got to put up faces to say you're okay, but you're not. So this is the sickness. This is part of the sickness. When I got involved in this documentary, I just wanted to say, listen, Robert, you have a problem, whether you remember or not. You hurt me. It's time to stop. How many years we gonna go on this shit?
Right. Exactly.
He can't be with a grown woman. He has to be with little kids that he can manipulate. There's something wrong with that. If the Beehive cannot fucking see this, y'all motherfuckers is sick, straight up.
Yes, the Beehive, sick. And yeah, it's the Beehive. So whatever. But
and it was sorry.
No, go.
Robert tried to say in that the power of the social media, that we all knew each other. Bullshit. I didn't know none of these people. I didn't know we don't know who's in the documentary. You go that one day by yourself, you sit in a room, and you don't know who else is in that shit. That's it. I can't tell nobody else's story. I tell mine, though.
Right.
I was there for mine. I know what my story is.
So you're saying, when you were there, you didn't know them. Your stories was your stories, your story. You didn't talk about your stories.
No.
Prior. Nothing was said beforehand. Okay. And so after the fact, you have connected with people since then because of it, right? It's created relationships and things of that nature.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is a situation where you would think that everybody would be together and be, but the problem is that we all damaged. Mm-hmm. We got fucking trauma. Like I said, I don't know everybody's story. I wasn't there. I heard about it. I sympathize with them. I know this shit is going on, but I know my story, okay? I heard them, I love them, and I truly do, because I do have a big heart, and I love them, and I care about them, and I only want the best for everyone. Mm-hmm. I don't wish no malice on nobody. Even y'all motherfuckers, that Charisse lady in the fucking Twitter, yo, you need a life, straight up. You need to stay out of mine. But anyways, we don't know each other. Now, today, we know each other, and it's a work in progress, because we're women, number one. Right. And women is not like the exonerated 5. That's another story. They're men. It's totally different. Mm-hmm. And we are abused women. So it's not going to be all kumbaya, oh, we love each other. No. It's a work in progress. We're getting there.
Yes. Yeah, and I think we talked about this before. We were texting or something, but it was more so talking about, we were looking at comments. The Shade Room posted the Leah indictment story, right? Yeah. And there were some comments underneath, and Matt Barnes, somebody that we recognize, had some, I'm bored by this or something to that effect.
No. He said, Matt Barnes, y'all can go hit him up on his Instagram, because he should have issued an apology for what he said. What he said was, oh, they must be bored. No, they're focused.
Right. So he's subtly saying what he's given us his viewpoint. My thing about that is, what is my thing? You see me sipping over here, girl. Okay.
It's because my energy's a little.
No, we're talking about the backlash and the because there's a lot of women. There's a lot of women who also have that sentiment. We know by the Beehive, these people who defend him on Twitter, whatever. And they don't think about the young girls, the victims. And it's a time, and a lot of these women are older women.
You know what's so disheartening is that they're women of color.
And who have been abused.
I'm sure, been abused. A lot of them because our culture, that's, unfortunately, that's what happens. And, I'm Puerto Rican, which means I'm African, I'm Spaniard, and I'm European, all right? So I'm a woman of color. Now, second, all right, hello. So, yeah, I'm reading the comments about Charisse. That lady's miserable. Back to Matt Barnes. It's like, what happens is that there's so much of this shit and Instagram and social media in the media, in the mainstream media, that people become desensitized. So it's like, oh, these motherfuckers again. Oh, this girls again. Oh, another indictment. No, that's because the shit is over. That's why.
Yes, exactly. And that's the problem with the media, because it's good and it's bad. It's definitely got a lot of flaws. But in a sense, we have to have that information out there. The women who I was speaking about, a lot of them older, middle-aged, they were probably already grown when he was coming up in his music. And they're huge fans. I guess he defined something about their hood. I heard something, I was listening to something on YouTube, and they were talking about how all their kids being born to this song and that's, or being made, excuse me.
It's part of our culture. It's part of the important things that happen in life. But the thing that they don't understand, not to cut you off, but the thing that they don't understand is that, through all those years, I had to listen to that music. And all the women, other ones that like Tiffany Hawkins that's coming out in the part 2. She's
in the part 2?
Yes. So when her story comes out, you're going to understand the level and the depth and the years that this has been going on. It started, okay, she was in 1994, like 93, then me, then Aaliyah, then me, 95.
Yeah, I have a whole timeline.
Okay, you have a timeline of all these women, all of us that were in that, okay? So, back to the Matt Barnes, it's just ignorance and people are desensitized. And that started with Dave Chappelle when he did that whole P thing like it was a joke. That wasn't a joke, okay? That you're watching a fucking rape. That's what you're watching on camera. The little girl is 14 years old and that's a rape. And you know what we did in our culture? Oh, he likes to pee on girls. That's not funny. How is that funny?
It's definitely not funny. And then, yeah, because my point about just saying the older women is that it's time to stop being quiet. It's, you know, all that, shh, don't tell nobody. Keep it in the house or whatever. No, that shit's over. We're done with that.
Right.
Like, it's a new era. We're going into 2020. 2020. When you were little, what did you think 2020?
I think I would have flying. I thought the Jetsons.
Exactly. Well, we kind of do drones and, you know, a lot of advances, but it's a new day. It's a new day physically in this realm as well as esoterically. There's a lot of things planetarily happening. A lot of laws are changing. There's a lot of change happening. If you don't feel a shift right now, I guarantee you're resisting a shift that's pushing on you. I'm telling you, pay attention to the messages that you get, because when it's time for a change, it's time to change. Just go with it. Go with the flow. Don't fight it. You know what I mean? And it's not always a bad thing. It might seem like it. It might be scary, but that's when you know you got something great on the other side of that. So you just push through that with faith. You're not alone. You know what I mean? You got a lot of love and support in the universe as well as your ancestors. You guys got to remember, you're not just walking around here and nobody's paying attention to you. You got a lot of people paying attention to you. Thank you for the donation, Lola. You're gonna get $240. We must split that with you.
Oh no.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Keep them donations
Thank
coming.
you. You know, I just want to say also that it's not easy for the girls. It's not easy for the women that have chosen to speak out. And Tiffany, you know, is a woman that sings like Aaliyah. It sounds just like Aaliyah. That's why he made a group with them, because she sounds too much like Aaliyah. She couldn't be a solo artist according to him. But she's going to come back out. We're working on music together.
Okay.
Because, you know what? We're not going to be muted. Our dreams were kicked to the fucking floor. All right? I would make my own money. I don't need him. I never asked him for shit. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ty. Listen, any donations that come in, this is for Lizzette tonight. So just know that. I'm going to just put that out there right now. I was just joking with her saying I was going to split it.
No, I didn't even know when you were saying donations.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
I don't know.
She has no idea what's going on here. She's like, I'm talking into the computer. I see some chat, and that's all I know. And I'm sipping in my wine.
Because I'm trying to pay attention to them because they're so sweet. I'm ignoring you motherfucking haters. Get out of here.
They're all in the bushes.
Bye.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
Though. I know you love him. It's okay. A lot of people love him. All right, we get it. You know, we get it.
Yeah,
it's not black and white. I'm just gonna say that this is a very gray area, and I understand that he has fans that adore him because they don't know him. They don't know what's going on. So it's very easy for you to say, oh, these bitches are lying. Oh, they want to be on TV. Yeah. Oh, they're getting residuals. We don't get shit. $1,000. Have a nice day. My fucking stories all over the world, all over Netflix, all over Nigeria, all over exactly.
Yes.
They made the money, honey, not me. I didn't even have a place to motherfucking live. All right, I had, like I said in the beginning of the interview, I had a wonderful life. I didn't have any problems. When I got off this situation, I lost it all. Because when you wake up a sleeping giant called trauma, you don't know how the person is gonna react. And I had no therapy from these people, okay? And I don't give a shit because I'm telling the truth right now. They didn't say, here's some therapy for these survivors. Lizzette, you in the street. Let's get you some place to live with your kids. Nothing.
Yes.
Fuck Hollywood.
That too. And I think that actually is what the real problem is. Thank you, Robert Keller, 83.
Oh,
that's for you, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
you're gonna
all
make
you.
me cry.
Oh,
so sweet.
She's the sweetest, but she, she's at the same time she's super tough. So don't play with her, okay? Just stop. Thank you, Denise.
Thanks,
there you go.
Denise. Oh my God, I love you too.
Oh
my God.
Oh, it's okay, girl. This is love, girl.
That's so sweet.
Put this rose quartz right here.
Oh, yes.
Get that.
Thank you.
This is rose quartz.
That's so sweet.
So, what were we saying here? We got just, it was just,
yeah, I was talking about Lifetime. PTSD,
oh, yeah.
exactly.
That's
Rockin' Robert, exactly. PTSD.
So is that what this? That's what you attribute? I mean,
I
is this
have
what you
PTSD.
connect with?
It
is.
I have documented PTSD. I have depression. Okay, I have a lot of issues, but I'm still standing tall.
Absolutely.
I came out for these girls, not for me.
So, regarding that, did you? People ask, did you file a lawsuit? Did you, or go to the police? Was there any action?
Well, listen, what you mean, back then?
On your part. Yeah, when you were
back then,
young.
my parents begged me to go to the police, to go to do what we could do to take him down. I wasn't ready. I was so freaking thinking I was abused. I thought this shit was my fucking fault. That's it, straight up. I didn't want to fucking. I'm like, yo, my parents. It was not about money because my parents are very fucking humble. Okay, very humble. I come from a strong lineage of strong working women, but they got issues. But we all fucking got issues. But it wasn't about the money. You know what my mother said? He fucking destroyed your life. You don't even sing anymore. You're depressed. You got disease. Let me not even go there, but destroy my life. That's it. I forgave him a long fucking time ago.
Oh, shit. R. Kelly plea deal. I can't
talk about
I was going to say, I don't know if I could tell.
I can't talk about the feds. I don't know.
It's all good. But keep.
Thank you.
Oh, that's sweet. You guys are so sweet. Yes, please. Whatever you get here, I got you. I got you tonight before we, or tomorrow before you leave. I'm better. Good Lord.
That's a lot. I need that spray on me.
There you go. I need
get the holy water.
Woo, child. I keep it with me. Yes, everyone, please.
It's like, people, everything that glitters ain't gold. Like, you think I want to see my fucking face on Netflix? No, I don't. I want him to say I'm sorry. I want him to say I fucked up. I done ruined so many people's lives.
Yes.
That's it.
And
it's okay. Like, I'm grown. But, like, for me, it's like I see that girl Joycelyn, and it's like she's so conflicted in her mind. Why can't you see your parents? I'm not going to get into the politics of the savages. But it's like, if there's nothing wrong, why can't you talk to your parents?
Absolutely. Speaking of Joycelyn, you saw she had a statement because of those accounts that had came out in her name, going against R. Kelly, saying all the things really that we've seen as far as his behavior. What do you think about Joycelyn, the statements? And I personally felt like she was being coerced. I felt like she was reading a script. I mean,
to me, she is a person that is not, she is not clear in her head right now. First of all, she has parents that I do believe they love her, okay? I'm not here to bash nobody. But I also believe that the way that they move and the way that they go about things, it's like, if I was her, I would stay away as well. So you have one person that's abusing you and manipulating you, and and then you have the people that you love that are not going about it the right way. So can you understand how messed up she is in her head?
Right. Yeah. I mean, she does look a little
All we could
off.
do is pray for her.
Right. Absolutely. I think it was Keith. They wanted me to let you know your story has encouraged girls to come forward and be courageous. So be proud and know that, so that, you know, that'll fuel you, you know, to keep doing your thing. Because I know you have plans, you have things you want to do with this. So
yeah, I don't want to sit and cry for a long time, you know. That's not going to be my legacy.
The crying is okay because you're flushing
it out, yes. And I'm feeling love and good energy from this chat and from you.
Yes,
and thank you for taking me,
my sis.
Like, no, I never signed no NDAs. He always knew, and to this day I've heard from behind the scenes that he said he thought I would never talk. The last person on earth he thought would ever tell on him was me. Yes.
And this is the first time in the series that you have spoken, right?
Right. And so another thing is that when my BuzzFeed story came out, his answer was he was heartbroken by it, and my response was, well, I was life broken.
You know, I don't even know if narcissist is the term for this type of person. Yeah, just, you know, whatever you need to get out. This is your thing tonight.
Yeah, but it's just you know, like I don't like the savages. You know, I don't want to get too much into the savage, you know, right now, because I don't want to get too negative in this shit. But you know, the main part in that everyone's missing as a grown man is with two young girls. Okay, one that was underage, another one that was in college living her life. And then all of a sudden they don't want nothing to do with nobody. They don't want to sing anymore. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay? He's the problem, not us.
I think, you know, a lot of people are confused because of their, I guess I feel like they're mesmerized by the music. I really do feel when he said, I think he said I infected or injected the world
with my music. It's too late.
It's too late.
You should have done this shit 20 years ago.
Yeah, because the people that he surrounds himself with are definitely up his ass. And the people probably in his closest proximity, they all bow down to him. So he does feel that his music has blessed him with this path of just people bowing at him everywhere he goes, no matter where, no matter what.
Like I said.
Until now, of
when
course.
You have Demetrius in your life, right? That you have
get the trolls out of here.
Get that best bitch out of here. Goodbye. Have a nice life. If you don't want to be in here, why are you in here? Like, straight up. Like, you don't have a life. It's Saturday night. You don't got nothing to do.
Okay.
Bye.
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Goodbye. Like, that's a depressed life. If you over here sitting in somebody's chat on a Saturday night, but you over
somebody
here,
you don't like.
that you don't like. Bitch, then you must love me. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm a good person, but we could go all day with this. Bounce, bitch.
No, you're right, though. This person, it's reaping season. These are the type of seeds they're planting. And because I'm seeing what they're doing, this is going to be what they are going to be doing next year, too. So we don't worry about those type of people because we're moving up and onward. We are elevating. And we are leaving all the dust behind us. All the dust balls are out
yeah,
of
because
sight.
they always want to bring up those fake ass posts that they post on me. They fake as fuck. Next.
Right. You know.
Fake as fuck. What else you got on me? What else? You know, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a good tidbit about my story.
Give me a tidbit. A couple tidbits.
So when I called Jim DeRogatis at BuzzFeed, okay? Yeah. He was like, I've been waiting for you to call me for 20 years.
Right. And why was that? How was this?
Because when that trial was going on, when he received that tape from whoever he did, I know where that tape came from, but I'm never gonna.
There's rumors.
I'll take it to my grave. I'm not gonna talk about.
So you do know for a fact where he got that tape.
I know where that tape. I know who did all.
Well, can I say who the rumor is, just as a rumor, and you don't have to confirm or deny. But it's rumored that Barry Hankerson, uncle of Aaliyah, is the one who slipped Jim DeRogatis that original child porn tape. So, with that being said, continue.
Okay, Jim knows everything, but I'm just gonna keep going. They told Jim You better find a girl. And if you want to check what I'm going to tell you right now, go read the fucking book because I don't need to lie. All right?
Yes.
He was like, you better go find that girl from Miami. That Spanish girl. He did a fucking number on her.
Oh. Admission of guilt right there.
All right? So Jim had been looking for me when that whole court situation was going on because they wanted me to come forward at least to say, yes, this is what he did to me, because they knew what he did to me. He fucking fucked me up, but we good because look at where you are and look at where I am.
Exactly. Hold on, I'm getting a text about, okay, now.
What they say?
They got some info.
Oh.
Okay, so, I think, Angelo, are you in the building?
I don't know Kip. I don't know that guy Kip.
That was a question.
I don't know that guy Kip. Let me tell you something. This is what it became. When I saw Robert, he was in Miami. Not everybody in Chicago would travel with him to Miami. It was like a few people. It was Dominic, this guy that was funny as fuck. It was, and that was my buddy, who was really nice to me. Okay, because these people weren't involved in the shit that was going on with me and Robert in the rooms. It was like when we would go out, but I couldn't talk to many of them. It was like very selective few. It was a real situation that was very weird, okay? But I never knew that guy. I only talk about the people that I know. I'm not going to make up stories here. I don't know that guy. And when I started to go into Chicago, I only stayed in hotels. Dudes weren't coming. The only person that would come visit me and to bring me stuff and to possibly take me to the doctor, wherever I was going, was Demetrius. That's it.
But you saw Barry and you saw...
I knew Barry from Miami, and Barry, one time I was on the phone. I called the house, the mansion I told you about where we used to stay on 55th and Alton, and they go look at the numbers, go whatever, go do your research.
Go Google.
Go Google your shit. I don't care. All right. That guy, I called one day, and he was like, you know what? I want to talk to you in person.
And this was Jim?
No, this was Barry.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so Barry wants... And what did he want?
He said, I need to talk to you, because he had like a voice like he was concerned about me. Because he knew, and he was like, he heard me sing, like he knew my story already.
And this is before Aaliyah.
No, this is after the marriage was annulled.
Okay, so right after the Aaliyah annulment.
I met him. He came to Miami to do the album, and that's why I used to go to the studio with him. I was in the studio with all those songs. Okay, but then he used to have sex with me in the studio and humiliate me, and his friends would be outside.
And you were 17?
17 years old. I knew Daryl McDavid. He'd come one time to give me money in the hotel too. He's a light-skinned, like, mixed guy. No, he never crossed the state lines with me, Ty, because he waited till I turned 18. He knew, right? Yes. He would come to he loved Miami to the point where, go Google this too. He had a house that was a church. It was a church, and he turned it into a home. That's how crazy he is. But so he bought a house downtown Chicago area that was turned into it was a church that turned into a home. And he had, when I went there, he had palm trees. And he said, I put these palm trees because they remind me of you in Miami.
Are you kidding me right now? So he really, did you get a marriage proposal? I mean, this guy seemed like he was...
The guy would talk to me and say, I'm thinking about getting a house and getting married, settling down. But, you always want to be with your friends and you don't want to listen to me. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'm 17, 18 years old. Who should I be with?
Wow. So, okay. So, Katrina Williams, thank you for the donation, Lizzette.
No, thank you, Katrina.
She says, Lizzette, I applaud you for your courage. You're beautiful and deserve none of this. Many blessings.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that is really sweet, you guys. Keep it coming.
I appreciate it sincerely from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, she's super genuine and thankful. She has such a big heart, and it just saddens me to know that her and other young girls like her experienced that trauma from someone who he's sick. I don't know how that works. Do you know better and you're sick at the same time? Are you just... I don't know. I'm going to go back to one thing that one of the girls said in the documentary. He's crazy. Yeah, he is crazy, Ty. She said that Kitty Jones said that she hadn't eaten in days, right?
And then he went and took her, called her from the room allegedly, and sat down with her, and he was eating salmon, and said to her, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And she hadn't eaten in 3 days. So, like, that
God.
for me...
That's a monster.
Look, they said I was at the same loft that Lizzette is talking about.
That's Ceylon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she be having facts.
Yeah, he says it never happened, but I know it happened because I was there in that house. And let me tell you, him and Aaliyah used to wear a lot of the Looney Tunes thing. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because I went to the house and they were like marriage Looney Tune, like the couple, what's the Tasmanian devil, right? They used to, like, him and Aaliyah used to wear. If you go back and he loved Looney Tunes. So, like I told you earlier, the only way I knew about his name was Sylvester because he used to watch cartoons with me in the bed. This is so weird.
What?
And tell me.
Okay.
And then he said, my name is Sylvester. That's how I knew his name was Sylvester.
Wow.
No, I wasn't liking. I told you that was a fake post. That's not my page. So bounce.
What? What's happening here?
Yeah, they said liking pics on his Instagram.
Oh my God! Get the fuck out of here!
Why? If you don't understand, the levels to this shit, like, seriously.
Ha! Nia, grown ass man wearing Looney Tunes.
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Cartoons.
So
we used to sleep in the closet because he don't like the light.
Is that why he did? I read, and you gave the information, I guess, from the article I read that
we used to sleep in the closet. He said we gotta go, and we had it was a big bed. He said we gotta go sleep on the floor in the closet. And you know what? Okay, let's go sleep in the closet.
What? That's weird, but I don't know. That's
the
crazy.
Church was converted. It was a church, but it was like 3 levels. His room was on the top level. Then there was a middle room, like on the middle level, and then the bottom had a barbershop. That's where he played. Church? That's where he played. Yes, that's where it's in Jim's book too. Because I didn't read the whole Jim book. Asked me about that because that's when he was like, he was like, wow, you really are the girl from Miami. So when he played that "You Are Not Alone" song that they say was recorded before, I never knew that. He played it for me at that time, summer of '95, and he was like, "I want you to hear something." And it wasn't even Michael. It was Robert singing. It was him singing the demo. When Robert sings a demo, he sounds so much like the artist. Like, you can't even believe
the artist that he's writing it for. Really?
Like, he becomes that
artist. He is talented. Nobody can take away his talent.
No, but they try to say that that I made that up. I don't have no reason to make nothing up. Straight up. I remember the moment. I remember what I was wearing. These are pivotal moments in my mind because I was still a child.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. This is her experience, her life experience. Just like you have had life experiences. How would you feel if you were telling somebody your actual life experience and somebody's sitting there like, nah, that didn't happen. This person, come on, man. Let her live.
No, and then when we would go to the house, he didn't want me to know how to get there, right? He's so fucking paranoid that he would make me in the car and keep my head down.
What? So, oh my God. So that you wouldn't see where you were going, basically. Yeah, instead of, he couldn't just blindfold you or, you know. This motherfucker. Wow. So how do you feel about, I think I saw a question about how do you feel about the outcome of this situation? What do you think if you were to project the outcome that we're looking at here?
Honestly, I think he's so delusional in thinking that he's going to get out of it.
You think he still thinks that now? Uh-huh. Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's going to get out of it. I think he still believes that, like that interview did so well from him, that Gail interview, because that's who he is. I knew he was going to do that because he wanted to talk to his fans. He believes that if he talks to them and cries to them, that they're going to be like, oh my God, he's telling the truth. Like, he believes that he has that much power over people, which going back to how he uses control over the people close to him. He believes that he can control everyone.
He has control over a lot of, there are a lot of people who, they're under his spell. You know, the energy of him and his celebrity and the demons that have taken him over, whatever the hell is going on in his spirit, is outreached so far. The tentacles are out there in the world. The Beehive, you know, all these motherfuckers, the Matt Barneses, the people who defend him. I think that energy, I think it clings on to people who are in that space. Whatever space that energy lies in, you know, it's a low energy, clearly.
Thank you, Angelo. I love you.
It's a dark energy. And I feel like whatever other energies are like there, and they feel that they connect and they do the work for him. They're, you know, become a part of him.
But they're going to have a problem because the guy's going away for however long he's going away, but he's going to go away. So like I said in the part 2, I get it. They love him. I get it. But you guys can, just because you love him, you can't say, oh, they're lying. Oh, they're lying. Why?
Because they don't want to believe it. They themselves, I think a lot of people project their own self, you know, when they're lashing out at people like you. Because, like, for instance, I'm going to bring up, you know, so there was another YouTuber who, he's a Beehiver YouTuber, and he used me in his title, and he broke down one of my videos, which, thank you for the promo, because I got a lot of new subs because of that. Demetrius actually called him upset. But anyway, yeah. I saw in his chat people were saying things about me, because I jumped in the chat, like, because somebody was saying I had acne and that I wore like clown makeup and shit like that, and I had to, you know, I had to protect my face. Now I had to get in the chat.
You're gorgeous.
Oh, well, thank you.
Please get the hell out of here.
But I had to, like, nah, you got the wrong one. Like, yeah. I went in the chat, and then I just saw people, I don't feel her spirit. This, that, you know, it was just things, and I realized you don't resonate with everyone, and you align with people with wherever you're at, and that's who you should be with. Like, if you're not aligning, don't fuck with them. Like, and that is, you know, if you're not feeling people,
that's right.
You know, it's just.
But how come we don't spend our days going after all those people in the Beehive?
Because that's the nature.
I take a polygraph test. Bring that shit out right now. I've been saying that from the beginning. Everybody want to be calling people lies. Let's bring out the fucking polygraph. That's it. Boom. We done. He ain't gonna take one though.
They don't, yeah, because I don't know how polygraphs kind of gone down in the credible, you know.
She was gonna bring, let's hook up Rob and let's hook up me and let's see what happens.
I mean, it would be a good, you know, it would be a good thing to do. Mm-hmm. I know it's not, they can't use them in court, but I mean, it would be interesting to see the outcome of that. I mean, he would, that thing would bounce all over the place on him.
But I don't even care. But what I'm saying is like, okay, whatever, Dana J, I don't care. I don't go after none of these people. I don't have a reason to. I don't care to. So why are they constantly attacking me and calling me a bitch and calling me a liar? Like, you people have no fucking life. Bounce. Get out of my life. Find a new topic to talk about. Wait till the fucking hearing.
They don't. These people are fighting for someone they don't know. They're fighting for someone who probably, if it was their mother, sister, cousin, whoever, they might even still fight for R. Kelly. These are those type of people we're dealing with. The mentality, I think a lot of them have mental challenges. That goes for the blogger who went against Azriel. You know, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but there's a blogger who is a clear attention seeker. I'm going to just say that. I noticed some things behind the scenes as a YouTuber months and months ago. I mean, we were cool too in the beginning, but I noticed some things, some kind of shady things. And another blogger spoke out on it, which confirmed it for me that this person, you know, has some shady ways. Well, this blogger had the nerve to, you know, put Azriel's name out there in a negative light in regards to what was going on with Joycelyn. And it's absolutely false, and it's ridiculous to entertain. And then to go and rant against Angelo. You know, people like that, I think, you know, when you are seeking attention to the level of stooping as low, should I say, you know, to have to turn off your comments, to have to defend yourself to the level of having to say things that make you look like a demon, honestly. You know, you're just going to say, well, it's just gossip. It's just entertainment and everybody want to know. Well, is that okay then? It makes it okay for you to stoop and get down that low, but you know, at the same time, maybe they're already there. That's where they're at, and this is what they're operating with, and they come over here trying to infect us, and we cannot let that happen. So I'm gonna say, Team Truth, and everybody, if you don't entertain these trolls, these demons, because all they're doing is they're able to inject their venom when you do that. So you just gotta ice them out. Don't even name them. Don't give them no energy at all.
Let me tell you something, Red Bunny, whatever the fuck your name is, I don't owe you an explanation. You up in here because you want to be up in here. So like I told you other ones, if you don't like what I'm saying and if you don't believe me, then you could just go listen to somebody else. What the fuck are you worried about? Seriously, what are you worried about?
I don't know what they said. I missed it.
It don't matter. It's just like, they blocking people because we don't need negativity in here. I chose to come here and talk to her because I feel that she is very positive, that she's not going to attack me. But if you want to attack me, we could go there too. But that's not the energy that she's bringing, and that's not the energy I wasn't going to try to bring here. I don't need to tell you what if I'm not. I chose to. I don't owe anybody any motherfucking explanations.
That's
straight
right.
up.
Straight the fuck up. Let them know. I mean, look, anybody coming in here with some bullshit, with some like negativity, come in here. You're not gonna. It's gonna be like we got the fly swatters ready for you. You ain't gonna last that long. When you want to come in here and say something, you feel that desperate. You're waiting for your moment. You know what I mean?
Nobody needs,
You have such a sad life,
like you really miserable in your life.
But this is just going against everything I was just saying. We can't give these people no attention.
Bye. Next.
Yeah. Next. Let's see what else. Okay.
They asked if I was gonna go to the hearing or to the sentencing,
to the trial.
I'm not really sure about what my involvement will be at this point. We're still waiting to see. It's very hard for me to see him. It's very hard for me to see victims too, more importantly. It's very hard for me to hear other women's stories.
You feel for them. Well,
yes.
and being an empath, because I'm a double empath, by the way.
I'm like very sensitive. That's why we love you. That's why we get along, because we understand each other.
We sure do. And I feel like, let's see, Lizette's on fire. Yes, she is. She's on fire, y'all. I'm telling you, she's been on fire, though. She's a fiery person anyway within her.
But I'm a fiery person with a heart of honey.
Yeah.
That's why I get hurt a lot.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be okay. She's going to be fine. She's growing and getting stronger and stronger. And, thankfully, we're able to, have a situation now where this guy's locked up. He's not out doing anything. I mean, if anything, he might be pulling some strings with some people. Like, what do you think about the quote-unquote enablers that may have or may have not turned on him at this point?
Listen, let me tell you something. There's been 25 years of enablers, like I said before. That meant him no good, because if anybody really cared about him and if they were good people and you see little girls in fucking studios, you gotta be like, yo, you gotta go home. Like, what are you doing? Like, you need help, Robert. So there are many, 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 many enablers, but that's him. Like, you know what's so crazy is that I said in the documentary he's a puppet master. That's what they used in the clip when they were doing the promos. And the Bivens guy said the same thing the other day when somebody interviewed him. He has enablers, but he's the puppet master.
Okay, there it is. He's the puppet master. And that's exactly what that RICO law is all about. He is the head of the enterprise. The enterprise are the enablers, and anything done under that umbrella, it falls on him.
Right.
Okay.
We know that there was people that, because he's not smart enough. He don't have to. How do you have time? You married. You got me coming in. You got the Lisa. Lisa. You got Rashana. You got so many girls. I used to see so many women in the hotel, and I didn't want to ask them because I didn't want to hear the fucking truth, and I just couldn't deal with it. Like, I knew that there were other women in the hotel, and he used to drive a Land Cruiser. Look it up. That the license plate was said 12 play, and 12 play was his dog. So anyone that's challenging my life Only insiders know in that time what the fuck was going on. And his dog died because he left a dog in the fucking limo like an idiot.
What?
Yes, and it was a pug. And I love that dog. That dog used to go with me everywhere.
Do you realize?
Ring the bell.
Ring the damn bell. God dang it. I should have gave you the other bell. I have another bell. Mm-hmm. Listen, you just said something. So he had a dog named 12 Play. He left the dog in the limo and the dog passed away.
Yeah.
The dog was neglected. Mm-hmm. Like he is said to have done with all of these victims, all the girls. And you even said about being in a hotel, right?
He used to leave me in the the Nico Hotel in Chicago, the Sofitel, the Marriott. I spent a lot of time there. He would just leave me there, and Demetrius would say, either you're gonna get her an apartment, or what are you gonna do with this girl? You can't leave her like this.
Demetrius. So Demetrius was the one who actually spoke out on your behalf.
Yes, like she's a nice girl. Like, Rob, what are you doing?
Demetrius gets a lot of flack out there.
I'm not giving nobody's flack because, like I said, I can only talk about what I lived and what I experienced. And I know that he was not an enabler in the point where he was. But then again, when he was trying to pull out the stops, like, yo, you got to stop. Like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Then they kicked him to the curb.
So he was the one who admitted to doctoring that license or getting a fraudulent license for Aaliyah and bribing the person or whatever. And that is that's absolutely an enabler move. He's not in jail. He's not prosecuted, doesn't look like, or arrested for anything. Mm-hmm. So it says to me that this is where they got this from him. He's been very vocal about it, actually.
He's been very vocal because he's telling the truth. Like, I wasn't there when he went with whatever he did with him. I don't know. But he was involved. Okay, he was involved in that Aaliyah situation. I know that for a fact. He was involved. The way he cries about it, I'm sure he feels bad about it. I love Aaliyah. I always will. I know that after that situation with Rob, she was not the same. I'm very confused about Barry and how he continued to work with him. And that's why when I met Rob and I sang and we were talking and with my girlfriend, because I have witnesses for all this shit. All these people think online, well, let's bring in the witnesses so that lived my life with me and they were there during these times. Mm-hmm. And know Rob and was with and all that.
What sign are you?
Aries.
Lizette's an Aries, Nia. You're okay.
April 13th.
You're good.
So my point is that
fiery
Demetrius, it takes a lot but he did a lot of shit. He admitted it. But he never did anything bad to me. Mm-hmm. I know he tried, but he was under the R. Kelly spell a bit, because he loved him.
And he was the one who grinded for him, right?
He was the fucking guy running all the time here and there. And the beginning of Robert, when he was singing the L, before even now, he just met this guy. He said, my God, this guy's so talented. He took him in with his brother-in-law and his sister, and like they were supporting Rob, trying to get his career going. So how do you turn your back on someone like that and give them $35,000 and tell them to bounce?
Well, Angelo's in here. What's up, King? He's saying Demetrius is no different than the King sicko.
No,
period.
He's not. But I just saying with my experience with him, he never did anything to me. Actually, he used to stand up for me. Okay.
Interesting. So what do you think his motivation was then? If that's obviously he knew things weren't right. So why was he, did you just think maybe he wanted to pay out from the music stuff? Because he was really out there with him.
I really think he thought that he was going to get more than what he got. Mm-hmm. And I think he's bitter over it.
Let them show who they really are. Cursing, etc. Cursing?
What?
What? Oh, okay. They're the same. Okay. Sorry, we're reading the chat. Did R. Kelly ever acknowledge?
Yeah, he did. One time he called me.
This is to you, Plea Deal. So Plea Deal is asking, did he ever acknowledge his sickness back then?
He told me one time he called me and it was Thanksgiving and he asked me, why didn't you invite? Because there's a very docile, childlike part of him. Okay. And that was a man that kid I was talking to that day was a little kid. So he said, why didn't you invite me to Thanksgiving at your auntie's house? Because I had my auntie and my uncle who they live in Co-op City, and I was like, well, I didn't think you were gonna come because we just not in good terms right now, and I just, I'm like, it was just, we were going through too much. I was really on my way out. Like, I was really hurt about leaving me. I was just hurt, and I was like, fuck him. I don't even want him to come to Thanksgiving. And when he said that to me, I kind of felt like something was wrong with him, and he said, you're gonna hear some stuff. And I was like, what do you mean?
Oh.
And he was like, you're gonna hear some stuff about me. And he was crying.
Really?
And I said, well, what are you talking about, Rob? What's wrong? I got scared. I thought he had like a disease or something. Like, and he was like, it's some tapes.
Really?
And I was like, what tapes? And he was like, no, you're just gonna, he didn't want to get into it, but that was when he was very worried and he was crying.
Wow. Y'all hear this? Oh my goodness. See, we don't ever get this type of personal, like, information about how he felt about it.
Yeah.
How does he feel about this?
He was very afraid.
But right now we're hearing that he's chilling,
I heard that he's unbothered.
Yeah, he's behind bars right now, but he's unbothered. But he is worried about one or two things, maybe.
And he's very concerned about the Chicago cases, in particular the ones that are naming those victims that were underage.
So he does have some concern. Yeah, right. He definitely should.
I don't know. I don't talk to him, obviously, but what I'm hearing from somebody that has some information and talks to somebody, that he is unbothered about many things, but it was like, no, it wasn't. I gotta read this comment. No, It wasn't the tears like from Gayle King. It was actually like quiet crying, not like putting on a show. It was more like, I know him. Like when he he cries quiet. Like that whole crying, they're not killing me with this shit and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's just a person their back is against the wall and they're trying to make a plea.
Right. So when was the last time you saw him?
So the last time I saw him was after I had my children, and I hadn't gone out in a long time, and I was on South Beach by Liquid. I used to go out. Anyone that would go out in Miami Beach would go to Liquid. So that night I went to Liquid with my girlfriend, and I was just walking outside of the club. We were going home actually because I was tired already. I was like, I gotta go. It's the first time I ever hung out in years. So I see a tour bus, and I'm like a white witch, and I know that tour bus. So I said to my friend, oh my God, I think that's Rob. And she was like, what the hell is he gonna be doing out here? I'm like, no, that's him. And when I said that's him, the fucking tour bus stopped. First jumped out was Gerald Jones, his friend, his cousin. Then it was the bodyguard. Then it was him. And I was with my girlfriend, and if anybody wants to challenge me, I'll bring her on next time, because she was standing right there. And he came out, and he was like, Zette. And he used to call me Zette.
Okay.
So I said, oh my God, I told you that fucking, he's Robert. It's Rob. So he came up to me. He had these I remember he was all in black. He likes black. I was in black. He was in black. I remember vividly. And my friend was standing right next to me, and she was just looking at me, because she wasn't the best friend that had always been with him. She was another friend of mine. Okay. So she was like, what the hell is going on here? And then he said, let's go. And I looked at him, and I'm like, let's go where? I said, in my mind, I was like, I have another life.
You've had children.
I had children. Okay. I got that disease. I got sick. I got the whole thing. I was done with him. I moved on. It's not that. There was a few other times that he tried to turn me back around to him. But this is the final. The other stuff is in my book. But he said, let's go now. And he grabbed my hand. And I just looked at him, and I'm like, "What? He really thinks
he was just gonna take you with you, with
nothing ever happened." And then he said, I married the wrong person.
What? That must have been referring to Drea.
And I made a mistake, he said.
What?
And I said, I have a new life. So if anybody out there, any girls these people that like to troll me, if I was after the money and I was in a bad situation with the kid's father, because when you're in one domestic violence, you tend to go to another. So the guy was very nice to me in the beginning, just like this guy, and then it just went wrong. But he was very abusive to me, and I had these kids. And listen, if I was after the money grab, I would have told him straight up, I have my kid, let's go. I need help. I need this. I need that. Please help me. But you know what?
Yeah.
I walked away.
Would you know him to be somebody who would have helped you? Was he a generous person with you? Or?
With me, I really think that if I would have said to him and cried to him and said, I need your help.
Okay.
If I would have said, I need your help, as fucked up as he was.
It's okay. Take your time, or you can just...
I never talked about this before.
Take it.
As fucked up as he was, I really think, he would have said, what can I, let me help you and the kids. But I just was too afraid. I didn't... it's like, at what cost?
Right, exactly.
At what cost? I was like, at what cost?
So that was that was a pivotal moment, because if you honestly, I feel there are some women who would have gone with him despite having the children. They would have called mama, like, look, I'm going, we've heard these stories before. So for you, thank God you didn't go. But you could have gone.
Yeah.
And who knows what would have happened at that point.
Who knows? But, it's like, if I would have said, if I was in the money grab, like they try to say, I would at least put that out there. He was, let's go. Why wouldn't I have gone? I just knew that it wasn't going to be a good situation for me. It was already horrible. I almost lost my life. I almost killed myself.
Wow. I've heard that too. I've heard that about, and the thing is that, people want to say, well, they have all, I think he even said on the Gayle King interview that they all got together and conspired, or social media is why all these stories are the same. But, she never met any of these people before. This is her story. This is her life, her experiences. But yet we see common denominators. We see commonalities in these stories. Okay, and they paint him to be, the person that we know him to be. I'm sorry, alleged, whatever. He's where he needs to be, where he's at.
I never said that I know he's unbothered. What I said was I spoke to someone in my circle that apparently has connections aligned to his people. I don't talk to none of those people.
Right.
It said to me that he's unbothered. What can I do with that information? Okay, he's unbothered. Maybe he feels that he's going to get out of it. I'm not in his head. I'm just telling you that when a person is that successful in their life for so long, they feel that they could get out of it. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of support. He has gotten out of it before.
Right, exactly.
With a tape.
Mm-hmm. A whole tape. And now they have 3. For those of you in the bushes, or even the ones bold enough to try to come in this chat and try to, get crazy. Listen, they have 3 tapes. The prosecutor stated in one of the, I think it was one of the bond arguments for him not to get bond, that his whole face is in the camera. It's undeniable. This is him. Okay, this is not the whole, is that his mole? Is that him? It's him. They have 3 tapes, and there's a 4th that they know of.
That is his mole.
Oh, and he has the mole, and that's his mole. So there you go. So, to question her because she's telling her story, I can understand even people who do question and who...
It's okay. You could question me, but don't hate me.
Wait. No, there's people who probably do question and probably have doubts and whatever, and that's all because of who they are. But I'm going to say this. That doesn't give you license to come in this chat and be disrespectful. And if you want to ask quote unquote challenging questions, then phrase them in a way where they are, not disrespectful, if I can just say it like that. All right. So now,
I never saw like that situation with the tapes.
Somebody asked if she was taped.
I don't really know if I was taped. There's some tape or some tape going around that I heard of that it's a Spanish girl with long black hair. Now, at that time, I had long black hair and she was very thin, so I don't really know if that's me.
So you don't know if you were, because he could have taped you and you just not know, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't listen. You know, there were situations where he would introduce, like, I would say, like, I was a prude. Like, I was a girl that didn't have sex. I was a girl that was very, very, you know, I didn't let nobody touch me or nothing like that. Like, I came from very strict Catholic parents. And I, not only that they were strict, I was a God-fearing young girl, okay? And I wasn't loose. Like, I hate that term when they say the fast girls. No, I wasn't a fast girl. I don't even know what that means. Like, how can you blame a little girl that, like, looks at someone and say, oh my God, he's a singer. Oh my God, he, like, likes me. He's so attentive. And I want, like, there's a psychological thing that goes on with that. It's just not, like, we're preying on him. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's ridiculous. Come on, man. This guy, he's an old ass man now. I mean, I won't say that because I'm as old as his ass is down here.
We're all getting there.
But I'm just saying. He knows better, okay? He could have gotten help. He could have done a lot of things. He had the money and the resources. At the time he knew you, he had money, right?
When I was with him, that guy has so much money that if I was in the money grab, okay? If I was in the money grab, I would have sued him. I would have said, I want my money and I want it now. That's not my intention. That's it. Never been, never will be. I was born poor. I'm okay.
You know, there's an idiot in here asking, well, why were you vulnerable? I mean, hello, she was a child. 17 years old, you're still developing. You are not yet a full adult,
Yeah, the girls I used to see in the hotels, I don't see them coming out.
Oh, well, where did you see them? Or how did that?
I used to see them in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
But
you knew they were there for him.
Well, because, I bounced off the last time I said that he had a Land Cruiser that had a tan Land Cruiser. Dana J, if you were around and you know that, a tan Land Cruiser that had said 12 play, Toyota Land Cruiser, and I used to see that truck in the hotel at the Nico, and he wasn't there with me. So I made friends in the hotel, and then I'll go downstairs and I see his car, and then I say, are you somewhere around here, but you're not here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then he would hit me because I would, challenge him.
Wow. I'm so sorry you went through that.
It's okay. I'm strong, but it's just I'm more vulnerable now because I didn't know what all of this coming out to help people and young women that I was told were being held and all that stuff, and I see them, they're like they're brainwashed a bit. That's the only reason why I came out. I didn't have to. She
didn't have to. So J-Man said in the chat that whole fast girl, loose girl narrative needs to go.
It needs to be eradicated.
It needs to be eradicated. It needs to be banned. So I don't know how we do that without having to say it. We need to either just ice that out or, I don't know.
It's like all the time when we say in our culture, right? It's like, oh my God, we have that fast uncle. I mean, that pervert uncle. Like it's a pass. Like, oh, he like them girls. And then,
yeah.
Like it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's motherfucker's a pedophile. Like that shit needs to be dealt with.
Absolutely. Let's see. I have some notes.
No, I never seen him hit a guy.
Yeah, because it is rumored that there are boys also involved in this.
No, but he used to introduce porn, and then it would be like porn that was not heterosexual porn. So then I would say, maybe I'm talking too much with my book.
Wait, what?
But he was.
Everybody in here, you better ain't in the bushes get her book when it's out.
Yes,
it's coming soon.
Please. And he said, so he would introduce these things, and I'd say, are you gay?
You asked him that?
Mm-hmm. And then he said, if you think I'm gay, then I'm gay. That's he got like defensive.
I'm sure that's not the first time he's heard that, because
I wasn't being judgmental. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'll just say, are you gay? Because why are we watching gay porn?
Right. Of course you're going to ask that. First of all, you're learning. You're a child.
I'm just learning.
Right.
Like, even our sex was not like how you think like sex is supposed to be. It was very like, okay, go here, or go here, or suck my dick. Like, it was always like giving instructional. And I was like, what? Like,
training you.
He was basically training me. And his big thing is that he doesn't wear underwear, and he loves to have his dick out all the time getting head.
My mouth is open. She's like, ring that bell, girl. Yes. Wow. Okay. We got to give it to Lizzette now. And like, this is stuff we've not heard. This is direct contact information. Fuck you, Dana J. You are not the only one who has spoken to this man and knows things.
Who is here?
I was
Somebody's
just saying
there, Dana J.
No, I just said that because he's always like, no one knows. He said about me, I think. They want to talk about him, but they don't have first-hand information.
Okay, well, whatever.
Exactly.
Next.
Exactly. And
I don't attack Dana J, so let him. Why does he attack me? I don't get it.
And he had Toxic Diamond was on his channel talking about Demetrius and all this thing. And I think personally that was designed.
Thank you.
Oh, Mimi again. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
So much.
For your support. I think that, people are coming out immediately after that new indictment was introduced is because they want to obviously cause they want to cause disruption. They want to cause confusion. We just heard a fact, but we want to
I'm very concerned about Joycelyn.
Yeah, she is worried.
I've been concerned about Joycelyn as well since I came out to Jim DeRogatis. I mean, like I keep saying, I always came out because I heard that these young women, when I hear parents talking about they can't see their kids, like I'm a parent. Like anyone that would keep kids away from their parents is just sick. And I was really pushed to come out to say, like, you have to stop. Like, this been going on for too long. Like, let these girls. I pleaded with him with the letter that I wrote, and you could go look at it on Lifetime YouTube to him, to let these girls see their families.
When did you? So you wrote him a letter?
I wrote him a letter and I read it in the documentary. They left it out, but they put it in the extras.
Oh,
but it was a very powerful letter. And basically said, like, what if you were Tim Savage? Like, what if you were Angelo Clary? Like, you want to see your daughter. Like, their mothers want to see their daughters.
Plug in. Absolutely. And they should see you should never. Why would a man?
There's nothing going on. And there's nothing. It's bad. I mean, nothing's wrong. Why can't they see their parents?
Exactly. Yeah, he's very controlling and he's very disgusting. And I think so, Angelo and I have spoken. Angelo, I don't know if he's still in the building, but what's up? And to Grown Man also, thank you for being here. And I saw that you had a pregame to this too. So thanks for all the
No, he
promo.
did not smell good. He had very poor hygiene.
Really? Yeah, so that's confirmed.
He would come from the basketball court. He would come because he loved to play basketball, honey. He would come and he would play, and you're going to go do your research, or people that don't believe me. He used to play in North Miami Beach. That's where I grew up. And that's how I met him, because he was in that area. He was at the Hit Factory recording that second album. It was just titled R. Kelly. And he was playing basketball in North Miami Beach by Victory Pool. So that's where I grew up, in the hood. And that's where he would go. And that guy would not. He would come out with his smelly ass balls and want people to give him head when he didn't take a shower. Sorry, ring the bell.
She done took control of the bell.
I took control of the bell. Fuck that shit.
Yes. Girl, that deserved a bell ringer right there.
I'm just keeping it real.
Good.
All right, so here we go.
Stinky dick.
It's okay. I mean, I don't want to bash people like that. I'm just speaking facts.
Oh, we bashing him.
Well,
Come on,
I'm just saying, because I don't want to be like these toxic people, but
yeah,
it's the truth.
Oh, Ty was asking, saying she defending R. Kelly. As far as I know, when I first started, I actually
defending R. Kelly?
Toxic Diamond, the blogger.
Why?
I actually unsubscribed from her today I just want to put that out there. I had subscribed to her and I, watch her stuff. But she was, at first, she was kind of against him. Then she was neutral. Now it seems
she was neutral.
Yeah.
And then today she was getting, going after Asante and Faith. And
I think the Savages burned her or something happened.
But Demetrius, you had a problem with him too?
Yeah, because who goes to, okay, I'm sorry. If I'm going to interview someone, I'm not going to go to this person's house and stay with them. I think she also stayed with the Savages. And I don't know them to be living with them like that. No.
She was living with them?
She was staying with them. I think, and then something happened with Demetrius, inappropriate. I don't know the details.
You know what we're going to say about these toxic people? That's a great name for her. You know what we're going to say? Toxic. You know what we're going to say? We're going to say, just sit back and watch.
There it is. Sit back and watch, and that's what I say about the case itself. Like
I'm so happy that Azriel is fine because I've been praying for her for months, and I always support the Clarys, and I just want her to be the fearless young woman that she is. No, I don't know what bus driver. I don't ride in bus. I ride in limo.
Terry, the bus driver.
Oh, his bus driver?
Maybe.
You mean the
That's from Valencia
the
Wilson.
van? You mean the tour bus?
Thank you,
Is that
Renash.
what you're saying? Or what bus driver?
Thank you, Renash. Yeah, be specific.
Like a bus driver.
There's a lot of
buses.
Kind of bus?
You mean a tour bus?
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, what's up?
No, I didn't know him.
What's up, Mocha? She says Tox is a flip-flopper. She just doesn't want hate from the Beehive. She can't take the heat. Wow. She seems pretty tough to me. She seemed like she could take somebody in the ring, actually, with her blunt in her mouth and everything.
So Toxic was worried maybe her dad knew Demetrius.
Amy's looking forward to reading your book.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody should get
right
her
now,
book.
the book is in the point where it's being shopped for who's gonna distribute.
Oh, it's being shopped right now.
Who's gonna be the distributor?
Well, any of you publishing people out here, if you're smart, you would definitely pick this book up.
It's a coming of age story. It's not only about him. It's so many things that I've survived since I was a little girl. Like I survived being sexually molested. I survived a drug addicted father. I survived an alcohol addicted mother. I was a person that would go to church on my own because I just knew that I had to be there for my salvation at the age of 6. I was not, that's what it is. It's a real story. It's memoir of a minor. That's it. And, I support the young women with him. I still do. I always will. That's the reason why I came out. That's it. Yes, Mocha, my book is coming out. And there's a lot in there about the after effects of, in my experience with Lifetime and my experience with all of this, being a public person when I really was not prepared for that. And I did not certainly come out for that. I really didn't. Do I know if Drea is lying? I don't really have a relationship with Drea. I believe that Drea was abused too. I think she defended him because many survivors, many victims tend to go that route. Yeah, thank you, Lola. They primed me for my background, exactly. But I think that she was definitely abused, but I wasn't there, so I really can't say. I didn't know her, because if I would have known he was married, I definitely would have told that motherfucker to hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack. You talking to the people?
Yeah, I am talking to. He's so toxic. Read Demetrius.
Steven. Is Steven here?
Who's Steven?
Okay. I don't know if you heard. I broke down a video with Keisha Ballwash, and she was put on blast by her moderator. He was asking questions she didn't like because he was asking real genuine questions. How do you support somebody with all these crimes?
I got to talk about that after you. Go ahead.
Anyway, If he's here, then welcome, Stephen. Thank you for joining us. If that's the case, if you're here. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, wait. So you want to say about the bat? That there was a girl talking about she was beat with a bat, or Drea had the... Listen, that's that girl LaToya. Let me tell you about this crazy bitch. And then I'm going to shut up after this. I'm going to let you take over. LaToya contacted the Savages. Through the Savages, like many of you know, things come out. So the Savages sent her my way, believing that she knew me because she told the Savages that she had a picture of me and that she knew me from back in the studio back in Chicago. So they sent her my way. So when I got to talking to her, she told me all these stories that she knew Drea, that Drea had a little bat. She showed me the bat. And it had like, it was marked, okay? Where she said she would shove it up her pussy. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay?
Keep going.
So LaToya Middleton, yeah. She infiltrated, she came to my house. Like, she became my friend. I took her to Gloria Allred's office. She told me that she spoke to the feds. She told me that they linked her up with the lie detector, and that she was the girl from Detroit, that she was the victim from Detroit. Honey, we believed all her shit. Then she came out talking about Rob abducted her from Atlanta and took her to Chicago, and that she was in the hotel hemmed up in Chicago, and that Robert wanted to talk to her. This is all lies. And then she said that she wrote the Daddy's Little Girl book, and I can't deal with this mess. Do not believe that lady. There ain't no bat that Drea put up her. She crazy. She crazy, right, girl, man? She crazy. She's crazy.
Wow. You want to take any calls or?
Yeah, you can take them if you want. You want to or no?
Well, it's up to you.
Well, they said they had a picture of the house. Barry's house? I heard he lives in Los Angeles.
He is in the Valley. Barry Hankerson, boy. I'm very curious as to whether or not this indictment is going to make... Well, so does it mean that he already spoke on it to the feds, or is he a hostile witness? Is he going to be brought in? Is the mother going to be brought in? I think they should. These are people who we've always said, what's up with them? So I also feel the same way about the original judge, the original, attorneys involved in the 2008 case.
Listen, the attorneys in said that he was guilty, that they had to give him pills to control his libido.
Oh, that's right. He did come out.
Okay,
I don't know if he's still alive.
If your ex-lawyer coming out talking that shit,
he wanted to clear his conscience because he's about to die.
So he had to say what it is.
Plea deal saying enablers indictment. Do you think any other arrests are going to happen?
More charges will be coming soon. That's all I'm going to say.
What? More charges coming soon. Wow. So this thing is just going to...
It's going to keep going.
It has legs for days and days and days.
Oh, they need to free R. Kelly? Well, okay. Well, good luck with that one.
What? That's not going to help them, boo. Free R. Kelly. I get those hashtags in my comments sometimes.
Well,
I always say, this ain't going to help
them. We're going to respect... You can stay in as long as that's all you... Whatever.
Yeah, if you want to do that. If they want to just say that, I don't really care.
They get them likes up. That's what I want to... No, Barry and the moms.
Yeah, I want to know what they have to say.
It might,
If Barry was sitting right here, what would you say to him?
If Barry was sitting right here, I would just tell him, I would just ask him, why didn't you tell me to run for the hills?
Because he knew the whole, and he didn't say.
He said he wanted to talk to me. He was very concerned in his voice, but we never talked.
And so he just kind of disappeared at that point?
Robert may have found out that he said he wanted to talk to me, because Robert has spies everywhere.
Or he could have even stepped to Robert.
He might have just said, like, what you doing with her?
Mm-hmm. He probably did.
I was very talented. So, yeah, exactly. They singing. If it's between you and me, the guy and them, what you think, they're going to go for him? They're gonna go down for Robert. There's no more money. What? Can you please tell the Beehive that the feds and trades know what they're doing? Yeah, he's not getting out. So they can
he needs an electric chair.
Let's just wait for the trial.
I was going to open up the phone lines, but I do have a couple people in the chat who have my actual number. So if which is Angelo, grown man. I think Nia, I don't know if you're still there, and Mocha too.
Where's your friend?
Diva. Anybody with...
Does Robert have a boat? No, Robert don't know how to swim. When I was with him, Robert wanted me to teach him how to swim, and I took him to the pool at that mansion, and he wouldn't do it. He would just watch me swim. So I don't know if he was terrified. He was terrified of water, and he's terrified of planes. He never went in a plane. He hates planes. So I don't know if he swims today or he has a boat. I doubt he would be on a boat. I think he did go to the United Kingdom on a boat, though, on a ship. Not a boat, a ship.
Yeah, he probably would get on a cruise ship, but
but not when I was with him. He don't like water. He didn't like. He liked to be in Miami, but he didn't know how to swim.
He did. Doesn't surprise me that he doesn't.
Because he grew up in Chicago,
Yeah.
Concrete jungle.
Speaking of that, a lot of people that I've spoken to, since I've had this channel and who've reached out to me or whatever, who are from Chicago or live in Chicago, they always say about this type of thing that's in quotes, that's Chicago.
Chicago's like New York. I grew up in Brooklyn till I was 13. He don't like New York too much.
Yeah, they make it seem like that's just the way it is in Chicago. The young girls with the older men, I've heard stories of, I was 16, he was, 38, and we had 2 kids, that type of thing. So it sounds like, I don't know, the way I hear it, it sounds like that's a part of the Chicago culture in some areas, or like
I think that's a part of like our culture, like African Americans, Hispanics.
You think so?
Like it's like the little girls is the fast ones, and it's okay. But this question thing about he saw his friend drown, I've heard about that. He never opened up to me about that, but he did not like I said, he didn't know how to swim. He didn't like to swim, but he let them know I can handle enough talk.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You just have to be cool. Who's that?
I don't know. That was Angelo. I thought he was talking to me.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway. So if anybody wants to call in, if you have the number, feel free to call. I'm going to give you a few minutes, and then I'll probably open up the main line.
So she said he witnessed a girl drown his first girlfriend. Oh, probably. He never told me about that. He talked to me a lot about his mother and his growing up, because our growing up was similar. He had a stepfather, and so did I. And my parents didn't get along a lot. And so, I'm going to tell you, like, he knew all of these things. Like, I didn't have like the best family around me, so it was probably easy for him to like be around me and pray, just do what he wanted. But we shared a lot, talk about a lot, the similarities of our living situations when he was a kid and I was a kid.
In this timeline that I have, it speaks of him witnessing. It says in 1979 at age 12, Kelly said he experienced a lot of things at a very young age that I don't know if I was supposed to, including witnessing older youth rape one of his girlfriends. And to me that just says a lot.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Somebody raped one of his girlfriends.
Yeah, right here. It says that he witnessed one of his girlfriends being raped at the age of 12. Okay. Okay, so
yeah, I didn't know about that. He told me about his own sexual abuse and how much he adored his mother. Like the way he put it, they were like a hand in a glove, as tight as a hand in a glove.
So yeah, because the abuse too, supposedly it was his sister. But did he say anything to you about that? Like, was it his sister? Because his sister
came to Miami and his brother came to Miami.
You met her?
No, I didn't meet them, but I met the brother. I didn't meet the sister, but he was very, very excited and happy that his family was coming.
Okay, so he has a good relationship with them. It sounds like.
I guess
even after all
I think
trauma.
That's another thing. It's like that we had in common is like my family hurt me a lot, but I still love them.
Right. It's
and I
family.
think, I think that was what he, he adored his mom, but he treated her like trash. He never told me about treating her like trash. Obviously, I don't think he wants people to know that. All he told me, he would cry to me and say, like, my mother was everything to me. I tried my best. And, I don't know about that. I heard she don't even have a tombstone, which makes me sick to my stomach.
She still doesn't have a tombstone?
That's what, I don't know. I haven't been to Chicago in years, but that's what I heard Carrie Kelly say.
Wow.
I spoke to Carrie Kelly one day.
Okay. We have a call.
Hi.
Hey, this is the Mocha Duchess on the line. What's happening, Mama?
Hi, how are you?
I love that name, Mocha Duchess.
Yes.
The Mocha Duchess.
What's happening?
Nice to meet you, Lizzette.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I just had a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious, with all of the backlash that you've received online, I was curious if the prosecutors or the lawyer, have they said anything to you about, potentially doing something as far as charging the ones that are, coming forward with serious threats or violence, something like that online? Is there anything that can be done?
I've actually, every time there's serious threats and this harassment, I send it to my lawyer.
That's
and
good.
I haven't heard anything about them charging. I definitely know that they're watching everything.
You do?
That's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plus. It's just so terrible to see some of the stuff that we come across.
I know.
It's alarming. I think it's so upsetting for those of us that are fighting each day to try to protect all of you. And it's so disheartening to see that stuff happen and to see it continue. It's the same people that will do it over and over. And it's the most disgusting, foul, the things I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's coming from adults, and it's just so unfortunate. So
it's coming from adults, and it's coming from,
done.
Nothing has really been done. I spoke to my lawyer today, and I was like, I'm really over it. And she was like, what you need to understand is that people that support you don't go online. They don't have time for that shit.
Right.
People that hate you, that's all they do. So that's what they're going to do. But you have a lot of support.
Yes.
And we have support from very high, women in Hollywood, that are true, writers and, get shit done and support women and support us. And so we'll have bigger platform once this thing unravels, it's gonna unravel, because we're not even there yet. We'll definitely have opportunity to speak more in mainstream media about all of this harassment, because it really needs to be exposed.
Absolutely.
It's disgusting. Twitter and Instagram needs to change their regulations. How do you make a page just targeting someone and harassing them constantly, and then when you report them, is oh, that's within our regulations. Did you even look?
Yeah. Exactly. It's
that's a great point. It's bullshit. It's like an algorithm. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not a person responding to me right now.
Yeah, it's for these companies. It's a lot of that is it's about the bottom line. Whether it's the bottom line for the company itself, just not spending the money on staffing to be able to,
it's all an algorithm.
Yeah. Because honestly, if you're properly staffed and you have enough people on
to actually look and say, what is this person's intention?
Yeah. So
why are these people all these weird pictures and saying that these liars and this and that? And we're public figures at this point. I don't like to call myself that. I don't put that on my Instagram.
It is
what it is. What it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we are accusers. These haters, they like to say, oh, they're not victims, they're accusers. Okay, I'm an accuser. But we're going to see what happens. So whatever.
There it is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, even with YouTube, I think their guidelines are a little bit more strict than others. Yeah. And, they will hit some of these YouTubers with restrictions whenever it comes to their payment and that sort of thing. But even with that, I mean, Goddess, I know her and I both have submitted.
Oh yeah, we have seen that YouTube also can turn a blind eye, and I think personally that they're doing that because they're being watched. So when your channel's being watched, they're going to let you hang yourself, and they're going to let you say and do whatever. So just know that if you're, I've talked to certain people, I won't mention names, but who have pretty much said that is what the case is. These people, have eyes on them, and they're just letting them run with what they're doing. So.
Well, that makes sense. I hope that that's the case, because it definitely gets frustrating when you constantly are going through and submitting, those requests to try to have this stuff taken down. And, a lot of times it's not directly about us, but because we care about how it impacts people like Lizzette, we don't want her hearing that or seeing that, because we know how hurtful it can be. And so we put this effort in to try to get it removed. And then we see that video stays up, and then we see 20 more videos come after that with the same thing.
Right.
It's so disgusting. So it's great to hear that they are actually, monitoring it, and someone is paying close attention to what's going on. But, it'd be nice if the whole thing happened a little bit faster.
It's not only like us that I worry about. I just watched a documentary on Netflix, and it's about these young women in high school that were sexually assaulted as teenagers and bullied to the point online, and like it got too much and they killed them. Like 2 of them killed. Like
it's devastating.
How the fuck? Like the girl was 17 years old and felt that her life was so over because of social media that there was no fixing this shit. And she was victimized. Like if we need to march together, it's gonna be my new fight. Is that these regulations online need to stop, because people will kill themselves.
That's so true. I mean, it's so true.
I've had feelings of suicide, and that's like, I only share this with people that are very close to me. The last few weeks have been very, very dark for me. I've had to pull myself out of it. Y'all not gonna kill me, but the point that I'm telling you right now, that I have kids, and I feel like hanging myself, like, you should stop at this point. Seriously. Leave me the fuck alone.
It's so tough to hear.
That's deep.
And I'm keeping it 100 right now. I'm not posing for pictures. I'm like in a dark place because of you guys bullying. All because I just told on someone that apparently has been doing this to a lot of different people.
Well, just know that when you're in that dark place, we're all here for you. We pray for you. We support you. And, we can relate, and we are not going to stop, our battle to protect all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mocha.
Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you for calling.
Take care. God, take care.
Hopefully everything's good. Talk to you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah, that was nice. She always has, we call her the shut 'em down queen, because she will get on the phone and she will throw out facts, and she will bring these p-hivers to their knees. So shout out to Mocha, the Mocha Duchess, for being who she is. She's amazing.
She's amazing.
And from what I understand, she and Miss Nia have a channel coming soon. I'm not gonna I've seen a little bit about it, but just stay tuned for that. I'm always supportive of people going out and doing their thing, so shout out to them for that.
Thank you.
Yes.
What they say, Lasanti said, because she was so depressed because of the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't owe them anything. They didn't give us any therapy. That's just their truth. That's just the bottom line. And we have asked them for help. I don't know if she was depressed. I know I have emails. I know I've been like reaching out to these people for months and months and months. And it's like, oh, sorry, we can't help. Y'all can't help, but you got all these Emmy Award nominations. When is Lifetime ever? Let me stop. I'm
telling you, the greed of
when has Lifetime been nominated for an Emmy Award?
Have they ever?
Let's Google that.
I just got a message from someone actually showing me that I think that Lifetime got some type
There's another award. Oh, the Associated Press named it the #1 show of 2019.
There it is.
The Associated Press. You know what that is, the Associated Press?
Boom. Yep, exactly.
But we don't have no therapy. I'm sleeping on the couch. I mean, like, it's not about the money. It's about, do you really care about survivors?
They care enough about them to exploit them. And I feel it's very sick of minded of these these executives or whoever's making these decisions about these things they're doing to use these women, you know, on their platform for this, and knowing they've been abused, victimized, they're coming through it, they're coming forward, and then you want to do the same thing to them.
No, it's worse than him. We got fucked twice.
Oh God, they could have least, and they, you know how much money that is in entertainment. You know, these people have enough money to help, to pay, to do something. You know what I mean?
They got enough money. I mean, if you're, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You guys, listen to this. So when it was time to do round 2, right? So it's like, okay, so are you gonna thank you, Nia Marie. I love you so much. You're so positive. Thank you. It was like, okay, so are you gonna help us with are you gonna help me with housing? Are you gonna do something for me, right? Are you gonna like give me therapy? Are you gonna are you gonna pay me a little more this time? Because I know you guys are now gonna sell all this shit again around the world, right?
Right. Yep.
Oh, we don't pay for documentaries. So you know what I said? Oh, so y'all, you gonna do it for $1,000? You don't even know this man. You never even been in his presence. But you live in love. Like your kids, like everyone's getting residuals and fucking credits on movies off of victims? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Lifetime will, I mean, isn't BBC also working on something, or is that something you can speak on? No. Okay. No, they're not working on anything.
No, we're just trying to, you know, I'm going to work on getting myself, and I ain't no liar, truthful, get out of here, bye. Money? Where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? Bye.
Look, I don't know who keeps coming in here saying that these people are trying to get money. This man don't have the money.
He don't have no money.
I don't care what they say about, secret account, this, that. He might have some stuff here, there, but he's paying the child support, you know, the royalties, you know, they just got, the judge just said that goes towards that. That man don't have the money he had, because he wouldn't be probably in jail if he did. Look at Weinstein. He's out because he got money. Period. It's not just because he's white. His money always comes before everything here. Understand?
Listen, the situation is this. We didn't get anything from this. I mean, I didn't. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, because I've been honest all night. So I'm going to keep the same energy. When I came out, I didn't have things set up like, oh, I'm gonna write a book. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna be on the come up. No, baby, I don't know nothing about no publicist. I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't live in that life. I live in I'm a project manager. That's what I've been. I work in hospitality. I take care of my kids, and that's what I do. Okay, so when it came time to this Hollywood bullshit, I didn't know. I didn't protect myself. And you know, it would have not been bad for me to have a publicist. It would have not been bad of me to have things set up for myself. You know why? Because they're making money off of me. All you motherfucking haters should go after all those motherfucking executive producers, not me, because I don't got nothing. I ain't going out getting butt implants. I'm not going out getting fucking new house. I'm trying to survive. That's it. Ring the bell.
The bell is ringing, baby. The bell is ringing. Yes. Tell them, girl. I mean,
that's it.
That's what's up. And anybody coming in here with that energy, you need to really look at yourself and put yourself in this person's shoes. This is what empath is. You feel what other people are going through and feel. You people have absolutely no emotional chip. You need to really find your soul. I think that you're just lost, dark people, you know, and obviously, you know, I'm in the R. Kelly sector of YouTube, and I don't know how I ended up here. Well, I do know, because if you look up Goddess Dawn or Dawn Goddess, it will let you know that means bringer of light to darkness, to dark things, and that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing light to the darkness of the R. Kelly situation on YouTube. So this right here, Lizzette, is all truth, and what? The chat.
Thank you, J-Man.
Okay, all right.
I try to keep it real up in this joint. Like, you know, it's like, I wish I got money. Shit. Fuck. With everything I've been through, damn, I deserve something.
You know it's coming.
I'm not worried, but what I'm saying is it upsets me when people in high power, it's like back in the 50s when all the Jews, because I have a Jew in me, so I could say that, would take advantage of the African American music artists and make them sign contracts so they didn't even really know what they were signing. That's the same shit that happened here.
Yes. Look, the music industry is disgusting. If you look behind the curtain of the music industry, there's all of them. There's so many R. Kellys. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but you know, R. Kelly might even be the small fish in the situation.
I love you too, Jennifer.
Yes. So, the music industry, you know, it's already been a little bit dismantled with the new change in technology and how things have changed in the business. But the real things that need to be addressed in the music industry is stuff like this, because this is happening. It's real. It's going on still to this day. Yes, and I do agree that the real victims should be compensated. Yeah. Why not? This is why they should be able to write books and profit and do this and that.
I ain't mad at them for writing their book. Well, damn, I'm writing mine. But you know what?
That's right.
I want my book to be all over the world in different languages. That's why I'm going about it a different way. Mm-hmm. Because my story is about survival from the beginning. I was born into that shit of trying to be a fucking survivor.
And you're still here.
And I'm still trying to survive. That's it.
Yes. Who do we have on the line?
This is
Larry.
Larry, what up? What up?
What's happening?
Larry.
What's going on, man?
What's up? Man, Lizzette, you ought to do more interviews.
This isn't even supposed to. Look,
thank you.
This wasn't supposed to be an interview. We were just going to talk about stuff. But look, she got a lot to say, and she's open. So here it is. We here.
Man, God, that you did. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
You already know how I'm coming, Lizzette.
I love you. You know, you're so genuine. You're so strong. You know, it's like when I send you something, it's like, I'm on it. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you really care.
Listen, the Grown Man Show on YouTube. Dr. Grown Man Show on YouTube. If you don't know, now you know. Follow him. Subscribe. He is somebody we are so... You know, this is family. We have affinity to this man. He's out here trying to fight for the women.
Fighting for the women.
So what's up, man?
Right, but those women, they up before I get up, and they go to sleep after I go to sleep. Every last one of them, from Sam to Nia to Mocha to everybody. Like, we in tune with everything. We follow everything, and there's a lot of great things coming for these victims and these survivors that they don't know that's coming down the pipeline. And as much as I would like to boast and brag about it, it's going to be very painful for the people that support him. Very, very painful. Mm-hmm. A lot of pain coming in the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
Larry.
The next 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Get me on the. I'll do a YouTube with her every week, once a week.
No, I like you on Goddess.
That's what I'm saying. I think that we're a good team.
Oh yeah.
It seems like it's 15 minutes. It's very informational. It's a lot of things that you're talking about that people just don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, she brings a lot to the table.
Bash these women, and because it's more of them than it is of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Larry, I'm going to stop you, grown man, because you say that. I hear you say that all the time. There's more of them than there is of us. And I'm going to just say, because you've said this before, too, that it's on YouTube. Because let's clarify. In the world, the beehivers are a small gnat.
In the world, they're small.
They're very small. They're like a gnat in the wilderness, like in the real world. But on YouTube, yeah, there's a lot of them. On Twitter, there's a lot of them. So yes, there's a fight because these are the platforms that people listen to. So we want to make sure that the truth is out there, and that's why we're here.
You know, I'm just keeping it real because Larry, you know, I stay in the cut. Like, I don't really talk too much. But, you know, I'm tired of people calling me a liar. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I don't have a reason to lie. Like, who the fuck would want to be involved in this shit for a lie?
Exactly. Why would you want to put yourself at stake?
Let me second that. Let me back. Listen. They didn't pay y'all shit. I hate that fucking network. I go after them every time I get a chance. I know the people that was involved. I know what was done. And it's horrible. You see what I'm saying? And that's 100%. But either, like tonight, it's a lot of people, and they watching. They got a lot of clarification on you.
Thank you.
Either you're going to write your own story, or you're going to let these 30,000 YouTubers, bloggers, write your story for you. So I think this was good for you to come out and let people fucking know that this shit ain't all it's cracked up to be. Why y'all calling me fucking names?
Yes.
All goddamn day, like y'all stupid.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you. I love you so much. And I really, really, you don't even know like how much I appreciate you. And the women in the chat, like y'all warriors for real.
For real. Yes. And Larry, look, grown man, thank you for calling in. We love you. We appreciate you. I'm going to see you in the chat.
Me too.
All
right.
Thank you.
You know, he's a real soldier. Like, you know, he's somebody who, you know, he does have a big heart. I think that he has sometimes, grown man, honestly, I think your heart is too big. Because I've heard you.
He does.
I've heard you compliment these P-Hive bloggers now. You know, even
because he's an empath. Because he understands.
Is. Because even Toxic, he's like, well, I don't want to.
Exactly. Well, he's like us. Because I'm the same way.
I don't think you know, grown man. I don't think he even knows that he's an empath.
I don't think he knows, but he definitely is.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about this, grown man, because you got to channel that empath energy. And keep it, you know, this purpose that you have, we got to make sure it's channeled in the proper way and get that energy in alignment with what you need to be doing out here. I think there's also a little, some young boys and men that need your help too. You and Angelo.
We're going to address Audrea Flowers.
Okay, Audrea Flowers.
So he's saying, what is he saying? What is she saying?
Let me find it. Hold on.
Yeah, Lifetime says that's not it. But she got off? Did they take her off?
Oh, they deleted it.
Oh, no. So leave some of them in there.
Yeah, she wants to address people, y'all.
Yeah, so Audrea Flowers talking about we need to know sex won't keep a man down.
Oh, Lord. I don't even think we need to address that type of thing.
I think you need to go read a book.
Read her book.
You're going to read my book.
Read Lizzette's book.
I'm sending it to you for free.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Nia, for getting that out of here, honestly. People like that.
Send some of the P-Hive, I'm going to send them like free copies just so that you can educate yourself.
There you go. And that's the thing. Educate yourself. Stop like bashing people and going at people for a man you don't know. He makes music, yes.
What sex? I didn't even know how to have sex with him.
Well, he tried to teach, you know. And
I didn't even know how to have sex back then. I was like a person that was like, no.
Yeah, I mean, he took advantage of.
They think like I was walking in the mall with like heels.
No,
I wasn't a cheerleading outfit.
She was a child. Have you guys ever not gone to the mall with your friends when you were a teenager?
That's all we did. We didn't have no money.
Right. You go, you window shop, you hang out, you go to the food court, you flirt, you get numbers from boys your age.
My best friend, that's my best friend to today, Michelle, we worked at the mall. So that day she was working at Merry-Go-Round. If anybody knows Merry-Go-Round, you know, that was the shop. So we were waiting for her to get off work. And that's the only reason why I met him. That's it.
Well, damn, that friend, thanks for you having that job. Damn.
No, but my girl, let me tell you something. Part of my book is that we had to struggle. Both of us came from messed up situations, and we had to fucking steal. But, you know, we stole and we sold. Like, we had to get a hustle because our parents could not give us anything. A lot of this is in the book and my series that's going to be on Netflix because it's going to be... Okay, it's called In the 305, and it's about young kids growing up in Miami, which is a beautiful place to grow up, but it was very dark too. Okay,
wow,
and we had to survive.
Oh, so this is something in the works as well, then, as well as the book.
I'm working on my story. It's not all him,
right?
It's me.
Exactly. Take your power back.
I don't need his money. I'm gonna make my own. I always have,
and she will. Yes. Wow. So you have a lot going on. I'm glad to hear that because you deserve everything, all the blessings you have coming to you. It's a new era. It's a new time. It's time for change.
But listen, 2020 is time for change.
Absolutely.
2019 was a lot of breakups.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're moving on. But what I want to share about what Goddess Dawn and I are doing is, you know, we both had a vision of helping homeless women and women that are trying to leave relationships that are hard to leave, especially if you have children and you have nowhere to go. So for me, I always wanted to open up safe houses. And my grandmother was a street social worker. I spoke a lot about her in Lifetime.
Okay.
She spoke 5 languages. She used to take me with her. This is where I became like an empath for real with my grandmother. Because my grandmother helped immigrants in this country. That's why this fucking president, fuck him. Because I learned from my grandmother that these people deserve a chance. They come in here for a reason, right? So I learned that you have to help others. It's not about getting rich for me. It's about helping others. There's a reason why I went through all this shit, right? So now we're going to help others. So we're going to put these homes together, and it's going to be called the House of Delia, because Delia was my grandmother. Ring the bell. And she was a white witch just like us.
There you go. Yeah, so it's just interesting that she had the idea, or she's working on the safe houses, and I'm working on the network, which is the referral
to the safe houses.
Exactly. So it's just like God is at work. Yes, absolutely.
Grandma Delia's there.
Anybody like in Dana's chat, I'm just gonna say, who wants to say this is the devil's work, or she deals with cards. You have to understand that where there's dark, there's also light. So everything on that side, there's also on the good side. So there are good witches. There's good, light workers.
White witches.
Yeah. I'm a light worker. So just know that open your mind and understand that the tools and the gifts that we're given are to help and to heal and to help manifest. Those are the things that I do. What happened?
They said I gave Trump the finger. You're damn right.
He deserves that, and that impeachment that's coming up.
How are you? We're gonna go to the trial. That's another trial we're gonna attend.
Sheesh, 2020 is trial galore. We have R. Kelly has 3 trials.
It's a lot of breakups. Right. It's over.
So listen, let me just so R. Kelly in 2020, we have February 13th. That is when the court date of the bail reconsideration. The judge is gonna, I guess, decide on that again. That's in February. So we have the April. We have the the Illinois. I think it's the Illinois federal trial in April 27th.
And then
New York is in May 18th, and then now we have Chicago, the state case in September, the 14th, I believe. We have 3 trials. We have the court hearing in February to decide on the bail. I don't see the bail being, given to him at this point. Why would they give it to him? Things have come out since he's been in jail to say he needs to say where he's at. You got Joycelyn imposters and all this other bullshit happening. Which
someone asked Goddess how I felt about Steve Greenberg.
Oh yeah.
I don't really have any comment on him. I mean, this guy supported a guy that killed like 3 of his wives. You know what I'm talking about? Scott Peterson?
Oh yeah, Scott, yeah. And he lost, right?
Yeah. But you're supporting like murderers and rapists. Like, I don't really have anything to say to you. And the fact that he went against Joycelyn so easily, like fast, like attacked her. We want the best for Joycelyn. I would never attack any of these young women. So I found that to be very strange and like
what attorney does that?
Character. Like, why didn't you check? Why didn't you check what's going on? Like, why would you call her a money grab? Like, you're so disrespectful. Next, get the fuck
I think
out of here.
He's an agent. Let's just say that. I say he's an agent because I feel that his moves say that he's not necessarily working 100% for R. Kelly. He's out there to be a disruptor, to divert the attention. To cause controversy, and he's doing what he's being paid to do. Honestly,
like the first time when Robert was taken in and he gave himself in to Chicago, what did he say? All these girls are lying. Lisa Van Allen is an extortionist. Like, what lawyer goes on national television and like bashes like? You don't say that. You say we're dealing with the situation and we'll,
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Like,
they even called them groupie remorse.
I had to clap back at him with my attorney for that one.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see that
No,
one?
I didn't.
Well, I said, how dare you? So 14-year-olds that were victimized and peed on have groupie remorse.
Oh.
Right.
Well, good for you for doing that. I'm going to have to go back on your story because you've got a lot going on in the internet. The grown man is saying, Dr. Grown Man, that's because he can't have any contact with them. Reasons coming soon.
Okay. But still, you shouldn't go after the young girl.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Somebody had asked to talk about the Aaliyah situation, which I mentioned earlier, but we'll just,
I mean, what are we going to talk? Like,
let me just break it down, because some people, I guess, if you don't know.
Yeah.
And hey, hit the like button if you haven't done so.
And let's ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
I love this bell.
Aaliyah is working from the grave.
And because Aaliyah is, She's around.
She's around. I did a reading on her. She was very clear.
She's very clear, right?
Very clear. She said, just do you, live your life true to yourself. That was her whole thing. Be you. Oh, don't let anyone lead you, control you, make you do anything. You do what you feel is best for yourself. That was her message in that reading. But
I love her.
Yeah. Ring it for her. R.I.P. Rest in power, baby. All right, so R. Kelly, he bribed a government. This is coming from the New York Times. He bribed a government employee in 1994 so that he could obtain a fake ID for the singer Aaliyah, a person familiar with the matter said. And do we know that that's Demetrius Smith? I mean, he spoke on it. I don't know.
I mean, he spoke on it.
He's involved, so we can safely say maybe it was him. It says a persistent question has dogged R. Kelly's 2-decade music career. How was he able to legally marry the singer Aaliyah in 1994 when she was only 15 years old? On Thursday, federal prosecutors in Brooklyn accused accused Sylvester of bribing an Illinois government employee in August 30th, 1994, in order to obtain a fake ID for Aaliyah, according to the indictment and a person familiar with the matter. The fake ID was to be used to obtain a marriage license that listed her as 18. The person familiar with the matter said. They keep saying, the person with the... This isn't us. Yeah. The new allegation expands on an existing racketeering indictment filed in New York against Mr. Kelly that accuses him of sexually exploiting underage girls and coercing them into illegal sexual activity. This year, he's been criminally charged in several jurisdictions, as we know. So basically, we've heard this out there many, many times about someone faking the ID, someone being bribed. But now it has been added to the RICO charge in the New York case, and it's because someone credible, they've looked into this. This didn't just pop up because they forgot it. Oh, let's add this. This is something they've been vetting. They research, they find out the facts, they talk to people, and then they attach it to the court case, because at that point the feds don't play. They're not going to put something out there as a rumor, whatever it is, it's already been vetted and established. Okay? Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. It's happening. It's happening. P-Hivers, he's down. He's already down. And like Keep says, keep him down. Keep R. Kelly down. That's the mission right now.
Yes. And to add to the Aaliyah time, Tiffany Hawkins, which you guys are gonna meet her soon. She has a lot to say about that era.
Tiffany Hawkins has not spoken out publicly, as far as I know.
No, she has never spoken out publicly. She was a backup singer. She's an amazing singer. When I tell you, she sounds just like Aaliyah, like they're twins. And she's a sweet, sweet, sweet girl, but she's strong now because, I've been talking to her.
Oh, really?
And she's my friend, and I love her. And I have been talking to her about what is about to happen to her and preparing her.
Oh, okay, for the backlash. Wow.
And we're working on music, and I wrote a song, and it's called My Truth. And we're going to sing that song, and we're going to record it soon. And it's going to be released. Wow. I'm telling you, we were muted. He wasn't. We had to listen to his music for 25 years.
Right.
And he muted us that we love.
Right. He steals women's and girls. I think
we had a lot of talent.
Not only innocence, but their futures.
Everything.
Their lives.
I was on the trajectory that she was on. I was on. Who else? I don't know. Like Aaliyah made it because she had a different backing, but we didn't. Tiffany is amazing. Like, Tiffany is my sweetheart. I will always support her. I will always have her back, and we're gonna do the damn thing.
Wow. Well, I'm very, very excited to hear about that, and we want to hear that music. If anyone is questioning who is Tiffany Hawkins, just in this timeline of crimes that I have, it just notes her here. It says, let me find it. I had it.
Oh, they asked. Go
ahead.
I'm going to answer them while you were looking.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when is it dropping? I believe January 3rd. Same date as last year. But there's some women that are supporting him, like Holly Calhoun.
Okay, so February 18th, 1997.
But we got her ass.
Who? Holly?
Yeah.
What? Okay, let me read.
That'll be in the interview. That's the next page.
Wait. Yeah. Because Hallie has been defending him outright.
But I got her ass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so we need to stay tuned? Is that
yes, that's for the interview.
Okay.
We're going to drop receipts and all.
Woo! This isn't even the interview, people. This is just her getting stuff off her chest, talking to you guys, feeling the love and appreciating the opportunity to finally get stuff off her chest. So, in February 18th, 1997, Tiffany Hawkins filed a complaint against R. Kelly alleging intentional sexual battery and sexual harassment while she was a minor, according to court records. So, according to court records. So, this is a court record.
This is not hearsay.
Exactly.
This is court records.
Exactly. This is facts. Okay, and then in January 1998, Hawkins' lawsuit is reportedly settled for $250,000 shortly after she gave a 7-hour deposition. So imagine getting hands on these depositions that took place when all the facts actually did come out. Yeah. So she had a 7-hour deposition. Can you imagine all the things that came out in that deposition? I'm sure that whatever it was caused him to go ahead and pay her $250,000 as opposed to saying, F you, let's go to court. So he went ahead and paid out. And that's the thing with a lot of these the victims. They went to the police or, filed complaints and then were contacted by attorney. And there's a specific attorney, a woman. You never got contacted.
I did call her.
Oh, you did?
I called her, right? But when I called her, it was at the, remember I told you my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of was like, I don't want to do it. So I called her when the trial was happening.
Oh.
Remember when I told you that Jim DeRogatis was looking for me?
Yeah.
So I had this thing and was like, I should probably speak out. It wasn't about suing him. It was probably helping.
Okay.
And she said she didn't even listen to anything I said. And she said, well, when did that happen? And I told them the dates, right? And she was like, your statute limitations are gone, and hung up the phone on me.
Shut up. So wait a minute. So this,
swear to God.
You know what? And
so you know what I'm saying?
God.
I called I didn't know how this thing works. I just said maybe I could be something to something to help them or to say something would happen to me. And I was very afraid. And she said, well, she was only thinking about money. I wasn't. I was like, well, maybe I could help these. Maybe I could say what happened to me. Mm-hmm. And maybe it was a part of me wanting to get it out. I could probably help. And she was just dismissed me. It was all about the money. And I wasn't all about the money. So she was like, oh, well, your statutes. Why didn't she tell me, well, let's get you to the police. Or let's get you to give your statement to the prosecutor. Nothing, girl. She was
this is while the trial was happening.
Yeah, right before.
Okay.
And she was
there was a 6-year gap.
Yes.
Okay.
Right before it happened, I got the courage and I said, let me call and see, because it's the only name I heard that was helping women was hers. I was
helping them get the settlement.
But I didn't. I wasn't I didn't understand how this.
Yeah, you were still young.
I was very naive
you were
and young.
Probably young.
20s. 23 years old with 2 kids. Trying to by myself. So I said, well, let me see what I could do, right? And she was like, well, your statutes have gone. So click, literally, your statutes were finished. So bye. Didn't say, statutes for maybe I didn't ask her about money. I just said I have something happened to me with him.
Right.
Oh, she was like, oh, how long did that happen? And I told, and then it was like, okay, bye.
So Nia's
that
asking,
bitch needs to be.
Nia's asking who hung up the phone. So we're talking about the female. There's a woman attorney, and I don't have her name anywhere here. I have her name in my. Yeah,
I'm gonna get her name.
She's documented out there. This female attorney who, I guess what happened is a girl or young woman would file a report against R. Kelly. This attorney would contact them, or in Lizette's case, she heard about her, and
my mother told me.
Her mother found out.
See if you can help with the case.
Contacted the attorney, but this attorney would typically go ahead and pay these women $250,000. That was the standard payout that was going.
Yep.
But this attorney was getting fees off of these payouts. So mind you, all she was doing was getting their stories, going to R. Kelly and his camp, like,
and
look,
saying if you gotta pay these women off, if not you're gonna Susan Loggins.
Loggins. Thank you guys.
And I called her office, and she told me basically your statute is gone. Click.
Wow. And so she needs to be also someone who
is held accountable.
I'm hoping the feds have also wrangled her. But yeah, she needs to be held accountable for that. Because how do you not direct someone who calls you to the proper authorities or to the proper channel?
Say, well, do you want to press charges? Let's do what we can do. Let's help these cases. She was in bed with his lawyer most likely.
Right.
Like, the girls are coming. Yeah. This is the fee that we're going to give. You get your money, they get. That's it. That's how this shit works.
Exactly. That's exactly what was happening.
This is the shit that works. She was in bed with his lawyer. Lawyers are in bed with each other. That's the way it works.
Yeah, it's a money grab. Just like
if there's any money grab, it's the lawyers are the money grab.
They are the money grab. Believe me, I know, because I myself won a whole class action. And I got like not even a quarter. I got like a penny of
what she should have gotten.
And the lawyers got enough
everything
to open a whole new compound of their.
And how much they charging you for copies?
They deduct everything out of your money.
Everything out of your money.
Believe me, I mean, I was happy to get that win, but at the same time,
still, they
came up.
They leeches.
Yeah, they came up.
You think these lawyers care about these motherfuckers? No, they don't.
No, they don't. They're, a lot of them don't, I'll say. Let's see. R. Kelly's plea deal.
Lizzette the 12 girls. It's public record what happened to him. Tiffany Hawkins tried to commit suicide. I mean...
Yeah. 12 girls might be what's on record. And
you don't know what's not on record. There's
probably so many more than that. I honestly believe there's so many more. He was raking in so much money at that time. And knowing the person that we know him to be, he was just throwing his cash out, not even probably thinking that he would be in this type of position.
And where's Lizzette in those papers? I should have been there. I deserved it. Yeah. But you know what? We good.
Yeah.
Lizette's smarter. Lizzette can do it on her own.
Lizzette had a different path. She has a different purpose right now, and it brought her to where we are right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Abortion.
Yeah. Because
herpes, you name it.
Someone's talking about the doctor. So, we're even talking like Azriel and I'm sorry, not to put Az in there. But we'll say that women who have gotten work, not even just work, but we'll say abortions, things that medical processes, surgeries, these things were done at the house, right? Like the doctors would come to the house, do this procedures.
Not me.
Or whatever.
I don't. Yeah, no.
And these doctors
now it is, but back then it was like take you to the butcher shop.
Well, all these doctors involved need to be brought to the forefront, and they also need to have some accountability in this. There's just so many people that need to be netted and brought in. Like this thing is so far-reaching, it's ridiculous. Let's see what we got going on here. I hope the feds caught all those civil settlements.
Who's playing possum?
Who's that?
I mean, an anonymous. I think she's playing. Okay, well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I don't know who.
I don't know what that
means. Those
means.
doctors have license. Yeah, those licenses need to be revoked. Like, money.
I'm pretty sure they talking.
What we see here is that money rules this nation, or this world, really the world. But I know there's pockets of places where you can go and live the way God has designed, but this is not the way God has designed. I'm gonna tell you that. We are corporations as we're born, birth certificates, Social Security, all that stuff. Nia,
send a fax to her.
You know what?
Send a fax to her.
Matter of fact, let's do that.
Yes, let's send a fax to her. All of us.
Let's go after Susan Loggins. Yes. Let's make it our priority.
Let's get her on the channel and get because she's done a lot of bad.
Listen, Mocha Nia, you guys in your new channel, why don't you do a video on Susan Loggins? Let's put her on blast.
Let's get her on blast.
And let's target her to the extent that she will
too.
Close the fuck down. Because I bet you she's dealing with this in another area. She's probably dealing with other artists. She's probably still bringing in money. I don't know I'm just saying.
Susan Loggins, let's get her.
Yeah, let's get her.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to call her.
Ooh. Man,
yes.
we should call Greenberg. I have Greenberg's number too. Call him. I just want to call him because he answers every time I do. Yes, he does. I've called him a couple times and he's like, "Hello, hi, hold on, I'm in TSA. Hold on, I'm going through the airport." You know,
he answers.
I had a question. Yeah, he answered the phone. Hilarious. He texts me back too.
What does he say?
He answers my question. Very honestly, he helped me actually. Does he? Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's why I'm saying he's an agent. I'm just saying
he's like an agent.
I wish I had Susan's number because I called her.
No, I'm gonna have Susan's number.
Well, we need to do a follow up.
We're gonna
have an actual interview. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna record it. And no, I'm not gonna talk too much right now. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and then I'll be back.
She's gonna do what she's gonna do. We're gonna follow back up with her.
With that.
Yeah, and I want to shout out also to Michelle Kramer, who I also interviewed. If you missed that interview, go check that out also, because she also wants to do a follow up. I guess she saw the feedback. And she wants to, make sure she addresses some things. So just putting that out there.
Loggins is Loggins.
Oh yeah, Susan
Loggins.
Let me type that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Put the heat on all the money grabbing mofos who act like people like Lizzette after money. Yeah, I'm not after money. I should be though. After all I've been through.
Right, she deserves it. She deserves it. Whatever is coming, her blessings are coming.
I'm going with my book and my series.
There it is. And
Robert's going to jail.
It's her experience.
Oh, he's already in jail. All right, he's already in there.
He's going to prison.
Gonna stay in there.
He's going to prison. Prison. There it is. There it is. I've said it. Somebody already tweeted he got sentenced to 104 years and then argued with me that it was not correct information.
No, I hear it's like 500 at this point.
He has a max, I think, of 500.
Well, he's going to take
But actually, that probably went up.
I really believe he's going to take a plea.
Because of the Aaliyah indictment, I think that probably went up.
He may
think he'll take a plea?
I think he'll take a plea.
What do you guys think? How would you feel if he took a plea?
I feel like victims need to be heard. There you go. 312. That's Chicago. Yes. We're going to call her tomorrow.
Yes.
And then that's going to be our next video.
Yeah. Let me write this number down.
So, he may take a plea. So, whatever. I'm going for my book and I'm going for my series because I'm a smart woman. I'm a go-getter. I've always been a go-getter and I know what I got to do. I don't need nothing from him. Never did, never have. I am standing in my own. I'm a daughter of Oshun. I'm crowned in Cuba. I am that bitch. So I may get down and I feel suicidal and it's very hard for me to say that out loud. And especially
to
the world. But I'm telling on my feelings.
Yes.
I'm telling on my feelings.
Check that bitch.
I'm telling on my feelings. That demon that's on top of me right now is not gonna win.
No. And especially after the meditation.
No,
we're gonna do meditation. Okay. Let's see.
Gloria's dealing with the Jeffrey Weinstein people. Women.
Well, she got her hands full, if that's the case.
I spoke to her today.
So, for those of you who...
Angelo's back.
Angelo. Welcome back, King. If you're not still in a whole bunch of noise, feel free to call in. Otherwise, I just have a couple things of these this timeline. Since we went over Tiffany Hawkins in 1997 and 1998, then, right after that same year... That's right, Nia. She's that bitch.
Ty,
thank you, Ty.
Too. You're so sweet.
Yeah, she is beautiful and courageous. Definitely. That picture does nothing for her. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
But she's just as, or if not more beautiful in person.
Thank you.
Yeah. Susan Loggins, we're gonna
bring that heat.
Let's keep our foot on her neck.
We're gonna get on that bitch.
Yeah, let's get her. She's gonna be a target on this list. I'm gonna keep some notes.
We got a target
whole
list
video on her.
Of people we need to call and get clarification.
Exactly.
On what their role was in this shit.
Exactly.
She was taking money and for young black girls that didn't know what they could. He should have been in jail. And then you go after the money. Right.
I wanted to also, speaking of that, in 2008, I think old cousin Levi had a video and he was talking about how the jurors decided to acquit because they didn't believe the tape. No, that was not the case. They did believe the tape. It was just that the victim in the tape, Roshana, we all know it's her. She was not available. She did not come forward. She did not. She denied it was
France.
She denied it was her, and that was under coercion. And that was the reason. It was because they couldn't confirm the victim's age and that it was her. That was why. They believed it was him in the tape. They believed the tape. They believed all of that stuff. They believed the witnesses, but they didn't have the girl. And that's why he sent them to France.
They didn't have the victim.
They didn't have the victim.
And he sent them to the south of France.
But guess what? The victim has since spoken to the grand jury and admitted to that being her. She admitted to being coerced, she and her family, and they are star witnesses for this trial.
Let me tell you something. Everybody failed her, okay?
Yeah.
Including her parents.
Absolutely.
Ring the bell, ring the bell,
Yes,
ring the bell.
absolutely.
I don't want to hear that shit right now. I tell them in their face.
Yes.
You sold your daughter.
Yeah.
Point blank. I don't give a fuck. You sold your daughter. And now that the feds are knocking on the fucking door, of course they're going to roll.
Point blank, period.
But you know what? That girl, what kind of life has that girl had?
Right. Because I understand.
That girl was a little kid.
I don't think she has children or.
She was a little kid.
Family right now or. Yeah.
Who the fuck is Levi? Never heard of him.
That's the cousin. He has a channel. He says it's
I know.
cousin.
I know Gerald Jones, Blackie. That's his cousin. Next.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know no Levi. Next.
We don't know Levi.
We don't
know nothing. That's his
I don't
thing.
know them. I don't know them.
We don't know you, Levi. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
I don't know him.
So
nor do I want to.
No, we don't want to. You don't want to.
He's in his living room doing videos. Get out. Bye.
His kitchen.
Whatever.
Wherever he is, exactly.
Like you for what?
For what?
Does he have a picture of him and Rob? Can you put that up?
He might have one. I don't know. What's his name? Grown man said that Rob hates him because he was getting more attention from the girls because I guess he was supposed to be handsome back then.
Okay, good for him. Next,
right? So
they said Greg and we don't pay no mind.
That's the dad, right?
Greg and Valerie. Yeah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but if you take your daughter to the south of France and Sparkle and other members of the family are saying like something is going on here, she's on a tape, like no, like there is something wrong.
Yeah. Shout out to Sparkle, who was the only family member.
I love Sparkle because Sparkle stood up to her family and she was shunned.
Yeah. And she said after, I think they had reconnected right before the series.
She lost her career over that.
She did. And she said right after the series came out, they just separated themselves from her again.
No, let me tell you, I never remember Shauna because I don't play that games with Robert. When I tell you that Robert tried to introduce with the gay porn and he would try to make me bring friends to have sex, I wasn't going for that shit. So I definitely was not going for a 12-year-old because I could no, and no.
Wow.
Like he abused me, but the shit that he did was I'm not rolling over to do bad shit with him. That's just a no.
So Nia's saying that the dad cried on the witness stand. I just want to make a slight correction because I think what happened, Nia, I don't think he actually hit the witness stand. I believe that it was in the judge's chambers. Where the judge's chambers, they showed the tape to the parents. And he broke down and cried.
It wasn't in the judge's chambers. It was in Jim DeRogaud. It was in the reporters. They were showing the tape to to what I believe and what I read to Sparkle, and then they showed it to other members of the family.
The reporters did. Yes. So it wasn't the judge because I understood it was the judge. No, the reporters
had it the first time. They never stepped into a courtroom.
Right, I know that. Well, I knew that. I thought they were brought in, so they were, and then said that we don't. No, it wasn't her. It wasn't her.
Could have been to the grand jury.
They denied it.
I don't know.
Okay, so
but what I understand is that.
But the dad cried as he watched. The tape.
So,
how do you watch your own daughter at 12?
No.
And she's being peed on. All these things.
But you know, there's levels to this.
Grown ass man.
The apparently, allegedly, the father got music credits on albums for decades, and that's
he was his bass. He was his bass player,
but he got executive. He got big credits on. I think albums.
Also the son. Don't they have another son?
Plays with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, he's a drummer.
Yes, he's a drummer. He made this drum kit and. Apparently, he's a really smart guy.
So really, the whole family kind of came up, kind of like a Kim Kardashian situation.
She
did the sex tape, and they all
and everybody came up from that. So Rashana was the person that was sexually abused. She was 14 years old. I mean, she was a basketball player. He would go to the school and watch her. And her friend that was in the doc. Do you remember the friend? That's who we need to get on this channel.
Who?
Her friend, the white girl that was a basketball player.
The one that vouched and said it was him. Yes.
That took a picture with them.
Yeah, we need to find her.
So
she was very open. She was very open.
Let's find her.
And that's the other thing I want to say about that 2008 trial. So there were like 13 or so witnesses who said it was her. I saw him.
Her best friend was on there saying he would come. I know that's him. I know that's her.
Right.
That's my best friend.
Yes, there were a lot of people vouching. So the news, so there was a reporter who talked to one of the jurors afterwards, a white male, I understand, and he said, "Oh no, I didn't believe they were black girls.
He didn't like the way that they dressed.
He said they were black girls. I don't believe black girls.
He was so racist.
That is to understand that this is what we're dealing with this jury. After the fact, thing should have already restarted. Like they should have already recognized there was racism and all kinds of bullshit intertwined, all happening within this.
And also the fact that after the trial, defense, prosecutors, judges, everybody went out together to drink. That's in the book too.
Wow.
So everybody was in bed.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It was like a joke because it was black. It was a black young woman on that tape. Had it been a white young woman, the books thrown.
Yeah.
And let's not. Did we forget about what happened in Florida after that trial? That the cops went into his Florida home.
Yes.
And discovered tapes of him with underage women.
Yes, I have that.
And because the judge said that it was illegally, they went in. They didn't have a warrant. They didn't have the proper warrant.
I have that.
They threw the fucking charges out.
Right. Let's see. I have that here. I have
exactly. Jurors said ladies weren't credible because of how they dressed. Exactly. And the judge was taking pictures with exactly. Everybody was going out after the trial. They all went out to the local pub around the court like it was a joke. The judge threw the party. See, it's true.
That is all these people need to be
JC, you right. You right.
I'm looking for that because I had that here. But yeah, so he has so many dealings. People want to say, "Oh, he's innocent. He's never been arrested."
He's been arrested. His brother even said that he found a videotape with Robert, early 90s, with young underage white girls, not black girls.
What? I've not heard of this.
Oh yeah, a few of it was like 3 or 4 young white girls underage, and I'm just quoting him like he said it. They were not African American. They were not women of color. They were white girls who he had put together and made a tape with them. And apparently, allegedly, this is what I heard him from his mouth say, that he took the tape and Robert was like saying, where's the tape? Where's the tape? He was like, you got a problem. And he was like, you need real help. Mm-hmm. He gave him the tape back. Because Carrie loves his brother. And I'm just going to leave that there.
I wonder, is he the one that Carrie... Okay, so there's Carrie and there's Bruce.
Bruce is the one that makes excuses for him, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's just a preference, right?
Yeah, I like older ladies, so what we going to do about that?
Okay.
So whatever.
So yeah, in this timeline that I have, back to the arrest in Florida, January 2003. So the arrest for the child porn tape happened in 2002, right? Right. So then right after, in January 2003, Kelly is arrested at a Miami-Dade hotel in Florida on additional child pornography. So they were going to attach this
tape. There was another tape.
Yeah, they were going to attach this
and pictures
to the actual case that was in motion. It says that, let's see, so Kelly was arrested in Miami-Dade hotel in Florida on additional child pornography charges after investigators said they found photos of him having sex with a girl. Kelly is it says with a girl. Kelly is released from jail on $12,000 bond. Charges are later dropped after judge rules police didn't have a warrant to search Kelly's house.
So they basically, he got off because somebody tipped the cops off and they went in and they you don't go in a house without warrant.
Yeah, they did that to make sure it went away.
So it went away.
Basically.
Yeah.
And the cops are also, the Chicago cops who were in his pocket are also ones that need to be held accountable. Period.
Much respect for Kerry too. I have a lot of respect for Kerry. And I spoke to him not too long ago. And, he was like, you know what, Liz, you fam, like, for real. Like, there is no intention. Like, you don't have a bad bone in your body. I know that. Like, you really cared about my brother. And I'm sorry what he did to you. And he was like, you're family to me.
Okay. So
Kerry's the only one that's like, yo, you need fucking help. Like, you mad sick. Like, there's something really wrong with you.
So, do you believe that the sister did molest him? You do believe that?
Oh, yeah.
The only reason
I believe Kerry and I believe Robert.
The only reason I ask is because the fact that...
The only thing I believe Robert.
Well, that's the thing. Is because I think you mentioned to me... Okay, well, let me just say... I was talking to someone else, and I won't say who, but basically they were just saying, do we know that actually happened, or do we maybe realize that maybe they used her as a scapegoat for somebody else, or for what really happened in that house? Used her as a scapegoat, but paid her off to make her just be okay about it. You know what I mean?
You can't find her. She's a devout Christian right now.
So she's in a church somewhere.
She's in a church.
Okay.
I don't want to... There's certain things that I'll take to my grave with me because when, even though it's a monster, there's certain things that when they tell you they're vulnerable, like, I don't want to get wrapped up in that a little bit too much. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get too much into her, but all of the kids were abused.
Okay. Even Bruce? Because Kerry, I remember him saying Bruce was always outside and not involved.
But what do you know about the adult? They're adults.
Right.
Like, you don't know.
And plus, I'm sure the sister herself, obviously she got it from somewhere.
Where's the sister going to find about putting pencils up, put a pencil up in me? Like, these kids were abused. I mean, there should have never been any of this. This is lineage. This is history.
Let me address you, Courtney Carter, because Courtney Carter, I understand you feel sorry for people or whatever. Yeah. Courtney Carter came to me about my other video when I put Keisha Ballwash on blast and said, did you have to embarrass her like that? Look, I'm just saying this. Sometimes things have to be put out there. The truth needs to be put out there to enlighten people. It's bigger than that person's embarrassment. It's about basically putting the truth out there to prevent certain things from happening again. You have to make sure that people know the right thing. When you hear the wrong thing, you don't just let that fly and you let that just be what's in the air. You got to put the truth out there and smash that shit. And that's what I did with that video. So fuck you, Dana J. Sorry for cursing.
In here?
No, but he made a whole video about my video. He literally broke down my video in his live. And she ran to him for that. You had to go get help again. You can't address somebody one-on-one. But anyway, I'm only saying that
you can't address anyone. You shouldn't be a blogger.
You shouldn't. If you cannot defend your own platform,
ring the bell. Bye.
Get the hell off of YouTube or get off of this.
What are you doing?
Situation, man.
You asking Dana J?
Yeah, Dana J is why she changed her mind about R. Kelly. Supposedly.
Oh, for what reason? Like, what did he tell you?
She's probably doing that ball wash on him. I don't know.
Like, he's not guilty. We want money.
She promotes a product called Ball Wash.
Okay, go buy the balls. Send that to him in jail so he can go wash his balls. I'm dead.
R. Kelly needs ball wash more than anybody.
And herpy wash and all that nasty shit he got going on.
He needs it more than anybody.
Okay, it's like salty. Let me stop.
Right, but Courtney Carter, look.
Courtney Carter
wants to say that he was a victim himself.
We know that.
Yes. I don't understand, Courtney, why you continue to bring these things to the... We understand he was abused victim. There are a lot of abuse victims in the world, but do those abuse victims turn around and even worse abuse people, even worse than they were abused, or even, period, even abuse people in general? No. That is not the... It's not okay. All right?
I was abused. Many of the people in the chat were abused.
Yeah.
Do we go around and abuse our kids and abuse other people's kids?
Absolutely
no.
not.
We know that that's wrong. Mm-hmm. Robert had the best access to the best mental health therapist in the world. He chose not to get help. I'm sorry, I can't co-sign that.
He had the best. Here, you
heard
her.
So much money.
You heard her. Yeah.
I know when I need help. Right now, I need help. I don't have the money. I don't have insurance to get help.
Gonna get help.
But it's okay. But I know I need help. So how is it that he don't know he need help?
He knows. That's why he was sleeping in that closet. That's why he had a whole thing about the closet. It's about the closet. He has a certain thing that's in the closet.
The closet is safe.
For him, yeah.
For him.
It's like a safe, a literal safe, like a wall safe.
We're safe in there. That's why I will go with him.
Because he knew all those demons, all the stuff that he had done were attacking him in his sleep. Mm-hmm. So yes, you're going to go in a closet where you see the door right there. And maybe you can lock it, but it's a small space. Mm-hmm. Okay. Courtney, I understand you never bashed anyone, but when you questioned me putting Keisha on blast, you were kind of bashing me in a sense. And you said, oh, I thought you were a bigger queen. She said that to me. And I had to explain that I am a queen and I'm learning still and I'm growing still. But at the same time, if I have to put somebody down to make sure many other people understand the truth, then that's what's going to happen. That one person, like the R. Kelly, the Sylvester, is going to go down to protect the masses of people who need to be protected. Mm-hmm. Period. It's called, there's a name for that. Mm-hmm. Casualty, something about, I can't think of it, but yeah. Casualty of war.
Casualties of war.
Yeah. So sometimes it has to happen, and that just is what it is. She put herself in that position as a blogger. She put herself in that position as a YouTuber, coming out here defending and supporting R. Kelly, and then not being able to defend why. You want to answer? So R. Kelly's plea deal. Does Lizzette think Robert will ever tell the truth? Will he ever admit anything?
I do.
You think he will? You think he's going to plea with that? I mean, when you plea, I think you have to admit, right?
I can't talk on the plea. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, I'm thinking like he may not. It may come to the point where they're like, I think that they're telling him, you may have to look at a plea, and he's still thinking like he's going to get out of it. But at the end, I think he's going to be like, okay, I don't know what to do. I can't, my spirit is still stuck on that. Mm-hmm. However, I really feel before he leaves this earth, he will admit.
And not like the song admit, right?
No.
Okay.
He will say to each and every person that he's hurt in his life, I'm sorry.
I hope that is the case. Okay, so Nia, yes, collateral damage is, I think, the term I was looking for. Thank you for that. Of course, my dictionary with the wrench. I thought we cleared that, goddess. Courtney, we didn't really clear it. I don't know if we did, but I just wanted to put that out there because you're coming in here and you're still, in a sense, you're defending Sylvester. And I feel like coming in here, you should really have more, sympathy, empathy for the victim rather than him. She's only one. I mean, not like that, Lizzette, but
there's only one of a lot of people that even haven't come out.
And there's some we don't exactly. There's some we don't even know about.
There's some that call me that won't speak publicly. I'll just leave it there.
There you go. There's a lot of girls who haven't come forward, and there's some who are still dealing with him
because of you.
There you go, people.
They don't come forward because of them trolls. Exactly. They look at what I'm going through. They're like, hell nah, I don't want to go through that.
And that's important to note also is that, people who bash victims, or if you want to call them accusers, people who bash are the reason we can't get over the hump of being able to just, once something happens, we just come straight forward, come straight out to the police, come straight out.
It's not that way.
Because we're people like you trolls who come and you demonize.
No, it's not that. It's like, listen, no one can tell someone when to come forward.
Right.
I've lived with it for a long time. You know, I live with it. I learned to live with it. It's not something that you get over. It's a part of your early life, your adolescence, that really forms where you're going in life. So you don't forget that that's like the break. It's like someone popping your cherry. I'm just saying. It's like someone popped your life cherry. And so you're like, okay, well, which way am I going to go? What am I going to do? And that is that's the starting point, was that relationship. So where was I going to go? Coming from a broken home. You can't blame me. But you know what? I did pretty good. Because I made it on my own. I got my jobs. I took care of my kids. And then I wasn't no broke bitch crying on the street corner, honey. I was that bitch. And I am still that bitch. And I'm coming back.
That's right. That's right. And Courtney, I want to say to you, I'm not calling you a troll. I think we were talking about trolls also. But I'm not calling you a troll. I just feel like, you know, I understand you're sympathetic to his story. But I think you should also just understand, maybe this might not be the platform to have those particular sentiments. We're not trying to feel sorry for him right now. I mean, maybe
we're not. We're just, you know, we're just saying, like, you know, I get it. Like, when I say I think he's going to apologize, I really do believe that. I think maybe if he may be 90, but he's not going to leave this earth without acknowledging what he did. Trust me on that.
Okay.
And if he doesn't, it's okay too, because I forgave him a long time ago. If I didn't forgive him a long time ago, I wouldn't be able to go on with my life.
That's important.
And you know what? That's strength.
Yeah, it is.
That's not weakness.
I'm glad to hear it.
That doesn't mean I'm still in love with him. That just means that I'm a strong motherfucker.
That's right, girl. And I'm glad to hear that you've forgiven him, because, you know, your heart can live and breathe and love again and love once you have forgiven and released, you know. So maybe you're still...
I'm still in the process.
Yeah.
But it's like these trolls is worse. Like, they making me feel like, ugh.
So you would accept his apology if he were to apologize to you today? Just, you know. What would you say to him if he were to apologize to you right now?
I would say, you know what? I'm good. I'm grown. I deal with it every day. I probably will never forget about it. This is not the life that I wanted for you. This is not the life I wanted for me. There should have never been a Jahanda. There should have never been a Lisa. There should have never been a Faith Rogers. There should have never been a kid. There should have never been any of these people. There should have never been Azrael Joe. This should have never happened.
It should have never happened. Yeah.
So what I would tell him is, your sins will find you. And they found you. And now you have to sit with that. And that's it.
It's reaping season. Yes.
And then that lame ass song, I admit, but you still blaming everybody else.
Exactly. Finger pointing, you know.
And you know, you can't blame Drea. I don't know Drea's, you know, I'm just reading that. I don't know Drea's story. I really don't know. I just know that there is no way that you were living and Rashana and Lisa are in the house and you're upstairs, but you don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, I mean, again,
but she may have been scared of him. We don't know.
We don't know.
You know what I mean? I cannot speculate what that woman was going through, because I know how strong and how he enforces the law. You know what I mean? So, and I wasn't his wife. So imagine with his wife.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'm sure she had to pay some stuff.
She had to pay a lot of stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You don't think... In the documentary, Lisa said, I used to check in the hotel with her. I mean, I never did that. I never saw the woman. But I guess she was on a higher level than I was. She used to go and check in with Drea. So, you guys know...
She knew. I feel like she does have some...
She loved him and she accepted it and she did the best she could. I'm never going to bash anybody because I don't know. I will bash the person that I know did bad to me.
Exactly. Yeah, somebody just said he created his own problem. I think that was Ty. He created his own problems. I actually have a quote for that because I was going to address somebody else, and I feel like the quote really...
I feel bad for his children as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe Drea was scared, and she loved him to death, and she didn't know how to handle situations. She was very young as well.
She was.
You know?
And I'm sure he was.
And you know, those tapes about her saying, that's my baby daddy. Listen, I get it. Like, She still loved him.
She has her children.
She has children by him.
Yeah, so she had to put on, and some of it could have been a front. Like I feel Joycelyn also is putting a front, and maybe Angelo. Sorry, I feel like she's maybe putting on a front for whatever reason.
Everyone you talk to, and in the documentary, I'm just gonna quiet after this. At the end of the documentary, what did they say? They asked us, "What do you want for Robert?" And we said, "We just want him to get help." Across the board, that's what every person said.
Wow. So they really have, I think he touched them in a way to where they just want him to get help. Yeah. Which,
that's how it is.
And he didn't.
So
I have the quote here is, people create their own storms and get mad when it rains.
Oh, amen.
And this is where we're at. Like, I think a lot of people, and this was actually meant for Dana J, because I was going to talk about him and just say that actually goes to him, because he is the one who stirs up all the stuff, and then he gets mad when he gets the backlash about it. Mm-hmm. But like people like Lizzette, she was minding her business. She didn't create, she, fell victim to somebody who she ended up trusting and who was old enough to know better and who took advantage. And this is not okay. And this is going on here in the world every single day. And it's really sad and unfortunate. But these are stories that are being put out there on a big platform, because it's an indicator of what's really happening in homes all across the world. And, that's why Lizzette and I are going to continue to do work to help people in these situations.
Because I was a girl that really, if I would have had, let's say, a community center in my city where I could go like that. My parents couldn't afford to, but I was a triple threat. I was a singer, I was an actress, I was a dancer. So I didn't have an outlet. So there's a predator coming that's very famous that I believe could help me, because he says he's going to help me. And then it just goes left, right? So we need to start in our communities with our kids. The kids are the future. How corny that sounds, like Whitney in that song, and I love Whitney, said the children are the future. Our children are our future. We need to help them. I don't need anybody coming in and say, "Oh, I'm going to help you get a record deal." No, we need to, from the ground up in our communities, have these homes for women that want to go. We need to protect our women and children and men that are being abused. Bottom line,
absolutely,
we need to work in our communities. Ain't nobody going to do it.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I don't want to neglect the boys and the men also.
Because men are abused. My son was abused by his father, not sexually, mentally, emotionally hit. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this shit was going on, but me, I'm a lion. So once I found out, that motherfucker got to go. And got to go big time. But these kids we're susceptible to being abused, and we have so much talent. And why should the talent go to the wayside? Why?
Yeah, boys and men who are abused, usually, that gets overlooked, because the expectation is that, they're men or boys and they should be able to
man up.
Yeah, this is exactly.
It's crippling. Mm-hmm. It's life changing for them as well.
Yeah, look at who we're talking about. If this happened to him, he's very much affected.
Exactly.
We're not making excuses, not at all.
Probably if he wasn't abused, then none of us would be talking right now.
Exactly. Because the thing is that people in his position with money, fame, in cities such as Chicago, had a great opportunity to really uplift the city, to really help to build the communities.
He could have made community centers. He could have done a lot. Like, he came from poverty. He came from a mother that, like me, same type of mother, working, taking care, trying to struggle to take care of her kids. But what did he do with that money? Nothing. Pay off victims.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He used it for his
victims. Pay off
his dirty deeds and his sins. And
it could have been, this could have been a whole different story. It's really.
Shout out to Beth Craven. Yeah. Beth Craven said 2020 is a time for healing. I agree with that.
Moving on.
I definitely agree with that. I think 2020 should be a real clean slate for people. Like we were talking about how 2019 seemed to be like a broken era.
Well, someone that's very connected, they love the astrology. 2 months ago said to me, Lizzette, you're breaking up with a lot. You're breaking up with Lifetime. it's like it's a time of breakup and renew.
Because I think this thing here is a renew. It's a new relationship, a new sisterhood. And I have built a lot of that actually towards this part of the year. And I agree with that. The planets, hey, you can't fight astrology. I don't care if you believe it or not. It's there and it's happening.
Energy.
It's energy.
It's energy.
So believe it or not, like it or not, it's what's controlling. So that's the next thing just I want to say as we hit this 3-hour mark. And I want to
this was big time.
Yeah,
we went a long time.
Oh, yeah.
We're coming back with Susan
We're going to
Loggins.
come back. Yeah, we're going to. Absolutely.
I'm calling her ass on Monday.
That's right.
And that's it.
I think we all should.
I think
we're going to make this a Twitter thing too.
Everybody call in.
We'll
and
put it on
record
Twitter.
your conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm in on that.
Yes.
So what I want to say is, Truth Seeker. I don't know if you're here, but Truth Seeker 59 hit me with an email, and I want you. We're gonna listen to this actually after. She hit me with a YouTube or video where this woman, she has so many facts and so many beautiful things to say about life, and I'm gonna find a way to get that out there. But the point that I got out of it was that. The mind, as much as a beautiful thing it is, it's really also, it can be a catch-22, it's a great thing, but it can also be a bad thing if you're not cleansing it, if you're not treating it properly, learning and letting it breathe. You can't let it get infected. So you have to renew your mind daily, even more than once. And by renew, just meaning, do self-checks. Make sure that whatever is affecting your mind, because sometimes something happens and you just kind of go into this place and you can't find your way out of it because that thing is just swirling around in your mind and all that stuff. So we're laughing at Nia Marie's
you're gonna
comment.
Get some weird calls, ma'am.
Yeah, Susan. A shout out to Susan because she's about to get hit.
Yes.
But yeah, so we got to make sure we're renewing our minds. And how many of us are really doing that on a conscious daily basis?
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I know that this is the hot topic, but I feel I love that they're supporting us and that they have this strong love for us. But I don't want them to get caught up so much that they forget about their lives. I really, really feel this way about you guys. I see you in the chats. You don't know. You guys lift me up so much. But I don't want you guys to get so caught up that this becomes your day. You know what I mean? Your day in and day out. It's a negative topic. I mean, it's heavy. And I don't want to say negative, but it's very heavy, right? So I want us to take a few days for ourselves. We're going to call Susan Loggins. We're going to do a show where we all send all the receipts and we talk. It's like homework for us. But I also want you to take some needed space for self-love.
Yes.
Self-care.
Self-care,
because I need
absolutely.
to do it too, because I get caught up in this shit too.
Yeah.
And I said I want to talk to the people out there that support me, that support God, Goddess, that's the Team Truth. Let's go for a walk. Let's step away
Connect
from
with
this.
nature.
We in it. We ain't gonna stop until homeboy is away where he gotta go. However, we can't lose ourselves in the process.
Absolutely. You're welcome, Wayne. By the way, you're always welcome here. Just when you drink too much, I don't know what your deal is with ball wash, or with Keisha T, you might say.
I'm gonna come up with a line, the ball wash. I'm just kidding.
But Wayne, come on, man. If you Team Truth and Goddess Warrior, leave ball wash alone, okay?
Nia, I need you guys, but I don't want you to forget about yourselves. That's what I'm saying.
So Nia's in the trenches, okay? You got to understand, we got a battlefield.
And Diva the Divine, I'm with you with your daughter. Trust me, I'm with you with your daughter. I called you the other day, find out what's going on.
I was going to call you, Diva, because I noticed that you haven't been as present. I figured something was going on.
With something.
Yeah, I'm going to hit you up too, because I had you on my heart. So
yeah, you've been on my mind, your daughter as well.
Okay.
But we need the warriors, but the warriors need to regroup.
You have to renew,
energize, and renew yourself.
Yeah, so
for this fight that we're in.
Absolutely, and that's my message today. How many of us are renewing and making sure like Lizzette said, self-care, self-love. You have to embrace yourself. you know, you have to acknowledge yourself.
Light a candle, get some incense, and then we regroup and we get sage, we get back into the war. Yeah, but it's just time
bigger,
for
better, stronger, faster. Okay, so you know, just look, and then when you are questioning whether or not you need to renew or whatever, just realize, are you making your own decisions, or something or someone else running your emotions? Something or someone else running the way you're making the decisions? You have to know that you have free will as a human being. We are born. This is a God-given gift, free will. We have the freedom to choose. And when we are clear-minded and, you know, when we've had the time to actually love and embrace ourselves and become stronger within that, then we're able to walk our own path. And that's the thing. You got to be able to do you. Remember what I said? Aaliyah's message was be true to you. You know? So I just want to make sure, you know, you're living life by your design and not someone else's. And I think that's the whole point of this whole R. Kelly thing, is that he was running other people's lives and designing other people's futures. This is up to you. You're born with this. This is a gift. What were we pointing at?
Tasha K was disrespectful, but dang.
Oh, I didn't see Tasha K. I think it was last night. Yeah. I missed it, but, you know, I might have to come back on that because I don't have...
Yeah, we're going to come back on that because I didn't watch it either.
Okay. So we're going to probably close this out. What you think?
Yeah,
do you have anything
I just want to say I love you guys so much. Like, I was so down. I told you guys, like, to say that someone feels suicidal is like a huge thing. But I'm telling on myself. And that's like the best thing to do, is to tell on yourself. And I feel so like renewed right now with this energy, the crystals, the candles, your guys' love, like all those donations, like the holy, like everything. Like, this is the best thing I've done in so long.
You haven't even had your meditation
yet. I haven't had my meditation. It's coming up next.
Yes.
But I love you guys. Even the naysayers, you know, I wish you nothing but the best. Just leave me alone.
Yes, please.
And let's do our homework. Let's call that
Susan Loggins. Yes.
And let's get some answers.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll post on what we're
gonna find us on Twitter, Instagram. We're gonna put this out there.
Yeah, my Instagram is Lizzette Martinez. Type it in there.
Yeah,
please.
let's do that.
LIZZETTE.
TTE. Oh, TT. Well, hold on. There we go. TTE.
Martinez.
Okay.
Underscore.
The
survivor.
Oh, where's my underscore? Where's my underscore?
Coming somewhere.
Here. Oh shit. I don't think my underscore.
No.
That's supposed to be an underscore because I think the underscore is out.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, but I don't think it works.
Shift.
See.
Oh. Okay.
Underscore. I'll leave a space.
Yeah, the survivor.
The survivor.
And that's it.
Okay, so underscore after Martinez. Yeah. I want to put a dash because they might.
Put a dash. I guess you'll find it if you.
I could put underscore. Underscore. We'll do that.
Yeah. There you go.
Underscore Mr. E.
We had too much
vodka and wine. We're all set up over here.
I think you guys are amazing. I hope to be back again. Thank you.
Yes, follow me on Twitter. Also, Goddess Dawn, the number 3. We got it going on. Everybody's all the soldiers are on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter.
I got off Twitter. I couldn't deal with
Twitter's a motherfucker.
Yeah, these motherfucking Sharice is too much.
Yes, hearts for Lizzette. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
We're just thank you guys all for the donations. Also,
oh my God,
she's gonna get that. She gonna get all of it. And I want to thank you also for tuning in. And Dr. Grown-Man and Angelo,
I
Team
hope to
Truth,
come back soon too.
Nia Marie and Mocha, thank you guys for the support.
Nia, Mocha.
All the Goddess Warriors.
Angelo.
Thank you.
Diva, my light.